righteous core. Yes, we are blessed with success. Yes, we are blessed with success. Yes, we are blessed with success. Yes, we are blessed, we are blessed. Yes, we are blessed with success. People have a certain interest. We put the player haters to rest. We blessed with success. Intention attracts the best. My friends, my family, my princess. Blessed. So now what's the difference from a winner and a loser? Doesn't matter what you have to do is choose. And if you're choosing that you want to be the winning side, cleanse your heart and change your mind. God Almighty will provide. We powerful in every way, from the night to the dawn, from the morning to day. It just doesn't matter if you hear what I say. We keep on chanting away. We keep chanting, you know that we never fall. And everybody knows that when the most high call it is righteous. And I say yes, we know. We come and kill that sun right now when it is this flow. The blood keeps boiling through my veins. Every day and night, you know that it's the right time to go, okay? So we just can't waste the time. We just can't waste the time. We keep rising. We never would fall. So when we rise to the top, it is a righteous call. Yes, we are blessed with success. Yes, we are blessed with success. Yes, we are blessed with success. Yes, we are blessed, we are blessed. Yes, we are blessed with success. People have a certain interest. We put the competition to rest. We're blessed with success. Intention attracts the best. My friends, my family, my princess. Blessed. We are blessed. We so blessed. From north to the south to the east and the west. We so blessed. We so blessed. And we receiving only what we invest. We so blessed.
Skip with your rubber and kiss, man. We come to spread the love and the light up in this place, man. Better listen up, better listen when we say, check this. Aye, aye, aye. We got a little bit of time. We're skipping and doom bam them. Well, aye, aye, aye. To spread a little more with love. We're skipping and doom bam them. Well, aye, aye, aye. We got a little bit of time. We're skipping and doom bam them. Well, aye, aye, aye. To spread a little more with love. We're skipping and doom bam them. Check this. We not gonna make no more enemies. We not gonna make no more enemies. No way. We not gonna make no more enemies. Because this world needs love. This world needs love. We not gonna make no more enemies. We not gonna make no more enemies. No way. We not gonna make no more enemies. Because this world needs love. This world needs love. Don't let the music die in you. And yes, I say that love is the only chance and the love is the only way for us to come together in them this a day and age. So to put on the money, cause the judgment coming. And I tell them, say, hey, where is the love? That thing that world was made of. This one fuzzy feeling that we believe in to come save us. Cause the deep-seated hatred that was created is contagious. So we break through the cycle cause it can come tame us. Anyway, we not gonna make no more enemies. We not gonna make no more enemies. No way. We not gonna make no more enemies. Because this world needs love. This world needs love. We not gonna make no more enemies. We not gonna make no more enemies. No way. We not gonna make no more enemies. Because this world needs love. This world needs love. Are you creative? Do you have a purpose? Something to say? Are they focusing your talent to change the world's ways? Or what you got inside is just to paint up with your pride to ever make it to the outside to see the light of day? No way. We're stronger with the Almighty. So raise your hands up to the sky and say, ooh yeah, cause I say the time I would come someday. So let the manifest the hope in every way. Oh, we not gonna make no more enemies. We not gonna make no more enemies. No way. We not gonna make no more enemies. Because this world needs love. This world needs love.
Yes, and we are all angels in this world. And spirit looks through all our eyes, and I believe that we will find it. Yes, and I see someday we'll all together, many people in one tribe, with a clear and common vision for all of us to live in this world. Yes, and we are all angels in this world. We are all angels. Spirit looks through all our eyes, and I believe that someday we'll all find it. Someday we're gonna find it. Yes, and I see someday we'll all get together, many people in one tribe, with a clear and common vision for all of us to live in this world.
All right, we're here.
Yes, we are.
Woo, it was a close call, but we made it.
Usual.
We weren't late or anything, just the usual technical difficulties.
That's what-
Every time something has to go wrong.
Considering we don't get to work until 10:30, this 8:30 stuff
It's very
is
tiring.
mind-boggling. Since we were up as late as we could to
I
get all
think
the results.
I think Heidi feels the same way, especially now that school's out, right, kiddo?
Yeah. So anyway,
Bummer.
welcome to LCM Talk Show.
Yes, welcome to day after election day coverage.
And I'm Pete, the tax guy.
Oh, and then there's
Oh.
little new addition.
And the other one who refused to acknowledge is Terri Larsen.
That's right. I'm Terri Larsen, but I
And
got
we have a
new
kitty.
addition.
We got to move closer so you can see.
I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to say, but he's already spoken for.
Aww.
Yes.
Well, not that we don't have enough cats.
Yes, this is Fire.
Fire?
Yeah, he's a flame point, and he's going to live in the fire zone eventually.
Hi, Fire.
I'll call you Fire
Fire.
for now,
Until
until your mommy
What's the
comes
song,
up with a
Fire?
Yeah, he is just a little spitfire. They got fixed yesterday, all three of them. There's three
There you
little
go.
babies.
Let's get a little better close up there.
And
There you go.
boy, he needs a bath.
Just as long as you don't pee on me, it's all right.
They got fixed yesterday, and they have just been all over the place. There comes the other one. All over the place today. There's three little babies. Two of them are up for adoption, so if you're interested. This one is spoken for, however, and
Yep,
he's
and
going to
they-
take a test drive with his new mom and dad.
And
This
they've all
week.
been neutered,
Oh,
spaded,
you
and
are
all that good
so
stuff.
precious. Yeah, they've
Yeah.
been spayed and neutered. This is a boy. The other are two, one
Aw.
boy and one girl.
Dirty eyes.
Well, they've been in that little box
Yeah.
for 24 hours. So, they get a little messy.
A little?
A little.
A little.
So thank you for joining us. We're really happy to have you here with us at LCM TV and Lake County Magazine Talk Show. We have an interesting day planned. I have interviews with the top two candidates in
Sorry,
the two
folks.
races where there's runoffs. Oh, no, you can't have my little sandwich, you little monkey.
As usual, we're going to be
He's
distracted.
got a big nose. Yeah, so they'll be calling in every half hour to talk to us about the election. And I haven't confirmed with Mr. Shield yet, but I just confirmed with Tina Scott. And we're going to have Moke and Monica calling in, as well as Tina. And we're also going to ask Phil Murphy to give us a call at noon just to get his take on everything. And, of course, Mr. Brown won his district again with an overwhelming
yeah.
67% or something.
Yeah, let me get my
And
results up.
unfortunately, here we are stuck with him again for another 4 years.
And whose fault is that?
Much as I love you, Rob, I'm sorry that you didn't retire. It's just not going to
But
help
whose
our
fault
county.
is that he gets reelected all the time?
30% voter turnout.
Yeah, so
That's what's
we
so
get stuck
disgusting.
because no one turns out to vote.
Did you hit record, Heidi? Yeah. Okay. Yay.
Hey. Hey.
All these little things pop in my head in the middle of a conversation. Oh, look at him.
You want to remind me to stop stream when we finish?
Why did we go over?
No,
last
on
time?
on YouTube, sometimes our show is actually 8 hours.
No.
It only shows on our regular thing at 3, but from YouTube it shows 8.
Oh my God! He jumped and just.
I'm worried.
We got to get a kitten cam. I'm going to take one of these cameras and put it right in the middle of the
Well,
floor.
I can bring the,
and Heidi, you watch the camera, and when they get in the shot, just switch it over.
All
That's
right.
going to be too much fun.
Can we be serious? Oh, by the way, folks, I apologize. It's hot out, and I cannot find my summer attire, i.e. shirts. So I'm in my T-shirt and blue jeans today. I hope you guys don't mind. It's the way I show up for work in the summertime anyway. Being Lake County, casual. So we're all set. We have our coffee. We have our food. And once my wife settles down away from these cats, which seems to be a common occurrence in my life.
Do you have time to switch when they're going by so fast?
All right. Anyway, we do have telephone interviews coming in with starting at 10:30 or 10 o'clock.
Yes. At this point, what we have scheduled is we have Tina Scott at 10:30. We have Moke at 10. And we have Monica at 11. And I'm going to try to schedule Martin for 11:30. And that's the main ones that we're going to talk to today.
That's enough.
Yeah, it's plenty.
At least to make this show exciting.
And starting in the 10 o'clock hour after our conversation with Moke, we'll do our recap of the election. I didn't want to do that in this hour. This is still our recap of the week hour.
Yeah, if people
So
want to
let's
listen
get that
to us.
done first, and then we can move on to the next step.
We can.
Thank you.
You're
I'd like
welcome.
to have a little format in this program.
You've
Instead of it
been
all
trying to
being just
format
like-
me for 20 years, and it hasn't worked.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. So anyway, this weekend, what do we do? I know Saturday we went
Now
to
you're asking me to think.
we went to Marcy's art gallery opening.
That's right. That was Saturday
Up in Upper Lake.
the afternoon.
Yes, and then after that we went to
And I want to say it was Marcy Long, and she's at the Wine Studio in Upper Lake on Main Street.
So-
And her art installation will be there for, I think, a month. And the thing about Marcy's work is she is an extremely wonderful nature artist. And she does wonderful pictures of flowers and trees and things that she sees around Lake County. And it's really a very entertaining visit. If you're not in the mood to buy art, at least go look at it because she's awesome. And she's also married to Bob Blackmore, one of our supporters here at Lake County Magazine. And let's see what else is new.
I hear a meowing.
Oh, yeah, they make a lot of noise.
Anyway, and
But at
afterwards,
least they're not hungry.
right? And afterwards, we went to have a bite to eat at Running Creek.
Oh, yes, we went to the what's it called? The Wildfire Restaurant or
Whatever.
something?
And for those of you who eat meat out there, not the
The
vegetarians,
prime rib special.
and they have prime rib special every single night, Monday through Sunday. It's $9.95, which includes probably at least a 16-ounce cut of prime rib, a baked potato that has to be the biggest one I've ever seen, probably that big, very
Oh, wow.
tasty. Some nice steamed veggies, and if you want salad and soup, it's an extra few bucks. But the prime rib is so large, trust me, you don't need to eat anything else. So I give them kudos for putting on a really good dinner for a very reasonable and fair price.
I was not, however, as pleased as my
Well, it's a very
husband.
limited menu for you veggies.
I'm not a veggie. I eat fish, I eat dairy, and I eat eggs.
So what's the term
And
for that?
it's called a lacto-ovo-pescatarian.
Yeah, whatever.
Lacto-ovo-pescatarian.
Yeah, whatever.
And so I have a wide variety of foods I can eat, but their menu did not provide a wide variety.
No,
so
they
I ended
didn't.
up having the clam linguine. It's the second time I've had it.
Eh.
And it comes in a broth, and the broth is like, there's nothing special
Wasn't
about
even a
it.
really good garlic.
Doesn't have enough garlic in it really to be good enough for my taste anyway. It was just bland, and I didn't feel good. The whole next day I was not feeling good. My stomach hurt and, other problems. So it was not an enjoyable experience,
And the machines
and I
weren't
lost
very
my
friendly.
money way too fast.
Yeah.
Way too fast. So I don't know, Running Creek. I really want to come and support you guys, but you got to be supporting us too with good food and
But
good
the other
prices. And
rancherias,
the prime rib special is a deal, though.
yeah,
I will say, and it looked really good, and it was a huge piece of
yes.
meat.
The
So
other rancheria dining rooms are going to have to kind of catch up. I know Twin Pikes,
Pines,
Twin P.
Twin Pines,
Thank you, Twin.
Pines,
Isn't that an old show, Twin Pikes?
Twin Peaks.
Peaks. Okay,
Yes.
whatever. Um, they need to because I know Twin Pines has 11.95. I know Robinson's has a nine.
And Twin Pines has better selections for me on the menu.
Absolutely, and Robinson
Yeah.
has a 9.95 per
And
rib. But
I'd like to see what else is on Robinson, so that should be
yeah.
our next stop.
Well, they got a new chef,
They
right?
got
So
a
they're
good machine
really.
there that likes me.
Oh, shush! I told you just like your mother.
It likes me. But if it likes me, I can't say no to it.
Of course you can't.
Just like you. Well, you liked me, and I couldn't say no to you.
Biggest mistake of your life.
Hold still.
What are we doing?
Hello, I'm getting another baby. This
Oh,
little baby's available for a new home. She's a little pretty girl, and she's been fixed. Be careful, she's got sutures on her
oh,
stomach.
okay.
No, don't
Ah,
jump. Don't jump. I'll put you down. Anyway, this is I call her Zen because of her little orange spot in the middle of her
Look at those
forehead.
paws. Look at those
There
paws.
you go.
Just watch where you walk,
There
guys.
you go. They're just so, and they're they've lived with
nice.
Kelly, our partner in the Animal Assistant Rescue, 501c3 nonprofit that we run, and she's been nursing, well not nursing, but she's been raising them since they were tiny kittens, and she has taken on the duties in our organization. Sorry, this cord just always gets stuck
I
under
know.
me. I don't know what I'm
Well,
doing
while you're
wrong.
saying that, folks, we are 501c3. We
Yes.
are a tax-exempt organization. So any of you
we are
who
broke.
are animal lovers out there, any and all donations will be accepted. We will
Right.
give you a receipt to deduct off your tax return.
And just to give you an idea of what our programs are, we have the kittens. So right now is kitten season. So people bring us their kittens, and Kelly, I say we, but it's Kelly, actually nurses them and gives them what they need. If they have special needs, she takes care of that. And she is also bottle feeding when necessary, when the kittens are abandoned, and getting them strong and healthy like these guys are. These guys had a mom that was feral, semi-feral up in Kelseyville, and we managed to locate her to a new barn
Playing with it.
family.
Yeah, but that's our camera cords.
Oh, it's not on the camera either.
No, but I'm afraid they're
No.
going to pull the cords out.
Honey, they're not going to put, they're
All
too
right.
tiny.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Anyway, so we got the mom home, and now we have to get the babies home because they're ready to go, and they've all been fixed. So I think there's one boy and one girl, and that was the girl that you just saw, and I'll get the boy as soon as I can catch them. They're all just so excited and moving around so fast, it's really hard to catch them. But they're sweet little babies, and they're really, really good kitties. They've already been and they shouldn't be playing like that with their scars.
You tell them that.
I know. I should have let them stay in the carrier longer, but I couldn't stand their little cries.
Yes.
But yeah, at 8 weeks they can be fixed, and I believe they also get their first round of shots through animal control. I want to thank Lake County Animal Control for helping us with this group. Sometimes they're just so overwhelmed we can't even get an appointment, and they really stepped up for us this time with these 3 babies,
Right.
and they are just having a ball.
Didn't we do something Friday night?
Friday
Friday?
night, yeah.
What did we do?
Oh my God, how could I not remember?
Ah, our memories, folks.
I know, I feel so old sometimes. I hear a really weird noise coming out of this
So.
machine.
Anyway, while we try to figure out what we did on Friday night,
And why the machine's making funny
yeah,
noises.
on Sunday, I had the pleasure of playing baseball again. It was weird. I left the house in Lake here at approximately 7:15. It was beautiful blue skies. It was roughly 65 degrees according to the car. And I go over the hill. It's nice weather, still blue sky. Go through Napa into Sonoma over the other hill. And all of a sudden I see nothing but dark clouds / fog almost to the ground level. It was 52 degrees.
Amazing.
And I get to the ball field. I'm like, I got to go move back to Phoenix. This is ridiculous. Anyway, by game time, which was 10 o'clock, the sun finally appeared, had a little blue sky, and finally started to warm up. Point of the story is I can't believe the weather differences between here and the coast. And number 2, we finally won a game again. We beat the team 15-3. All 3 runs were unearned, and I know no one
I
cares.
think you're wonderful. That's
And
fantastic.
I
That's a
pitched-
good score.
I pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs. Gino came in to pitch the last 3, and again, it wasn't his fault. He gave up some runs. He didn't even give up a hit. So we won. This week coming up, we play the team in second place that we've lost to twice, and we've had absolutely no business losing to them because until this year, we never lost to them ever. So I plan on pitching well again. Matter of fact, I plan on getting revenge on some of them, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
So that was my
Well, I'm
exciting
glad that
weekend.
you played well. I actually did cat rescue stuff on Sunday.
That's right, you did.
Yeah. And that went pretty well. We have a woman that we're working with, the Clear Lake Pet Project, and in case you have a cat and you live in Clear Lake, well, actually, they'll be opening to the entire county in July, but you can come by here to pick up one of these applications. There's free spaying and neutering going on, and it's called the Clear Lake Pet Project, and we have one lady in Clear Lake that has like 30 cats, and so we tried to take 7 of them in on Saturday. That's what I did on Saturday. We did cat stuff on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what did we do Friday? I know we did
I think we
something.
just worked and stayed home. I
Did we?
remember I was thinking to myself, Friday night, I'm just going to watch TV and chill.
All right.
I don't think we went anywhere.
I don't remember. I really don't.
It's okay, you're old.
I'm not old.
Anyway, if you need an application
How
or you want
dare
to
you.
set an appointment, you can call 510-230-3758 and talk to Blythe. It's a program of the Animal Refugee Response, and they are a 501c3. So we want to thank them for doing this. This is huge. Lake County Animal Control is so overwhelmed with animals right now. They can barely keep up with just the domestic, much less the community cats that we specialize in. So we're really grateful that they went and did this because that would be awesome. That's an awesome thing. So what else is new?
Not much. I mean, we've been working on these election coverages.
Yeah, I know, and I
And-
know you're chomping at the bit to get to it.
No,
But
not
you
at
can
all.
start it now
No.
because we're going to be on phone with
That's
people.
true.
And I need to take a break at least at one point and try to get a hold of Mr. Shield.
Right, we do that right
At
take
10?
a
At 10
break.
before, 5 minutes to
Yeah,
10 before
yeah.
Mo calls? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and so you want to talk about the national elections? Let's get that started.
We can do that if you wish.
Yes.
Okay, let me
Um,
pull up my election stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we know what.
And our information on this particular thing is courtesy of the Press Democrat. They actually did a very good
Yes,
job
they did.
in keeping all the numbers updated and also posting and everything.
Can I make
but
one complaint?
If you must.
Yeah, I do. I'm very embarrassed that our registered voters here did such a
Oh.
poor job of initially putting
They're-
results up.
Yeah, and
Every-
their last post as of 8 o'clock this morning was at 1:19 in the morning.
Yeah,
They
we.
could have done an update.
I was looking at all the Sonoma and other county
I know
results
they're allowed
around
to
the
sleep,
state,
but
and
geez.
these people had results going up literally within an hour of the polls
And
closing.
no update as of now.
And Lake County results didn't get posted, I think, 11 o'clock, 10:30 at
But
night.
they get all this precincts in, so everything is correct. But I don't want to talk about Lake County
Okay,
elections. I
go
want
ahead.
to go to the national
Go
and
that
the
way.
state
Fine.
elections. Start with that,
Sure show.
and give me a break. Start with that, and
Go ahead.
let's go from there. Because you have the numbers, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay, let me go back to, you want to go
So I
start
can
with
get 'em
federal?
on our Facebook.
Okay, unfortunately, and everyone knows who watches the show what I think of Hillary. Hillary had 56% of the vote. Bernie came up.
Oh, nobody felt the burn. What's up?
Bernie came up to 43%.
Aw.
Everyone else, based on percentages, got 0. Even though they had a few
Although
votes. There.
Bernie did win in Lake County.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Yeah, and he won a couple of other primaries
And I can give
too.
you those results. Let me
But,
look here real quick.
So it was disappointing. He still is not giving up. He did a speech at the end of the evening and saying, I ain't quitting. We're going to move forward. And he's looking forward to some of the other primaries.
Bernie got 51.5% in Lake County. Hillary got 45.8%. So at least Lake County's smart.
Right. Well, the parade's helped.
The parade's helped.
Yes,
I believe
exactly.
so. We got a lot of good
So,
response.
And here's what, Hillary, yesterday evening finally said, "Well, I've won it, and I'm going to be the Democratic representative to run for president." And what she won't tell the public, and what Bernie has made public, is that the superdelegates still can change their vote. And I think Bernie has been talking
been
of all these
working them,
people,
yeah.
working them. That's a good word.
Yeah.
And I already know that some of them have changed their minds in voting for Bernie. And based on my understanding, prior to yesterday's primary here in California, if 200 superdelegates change from Clinton to Sanders, obviously that's 200 plus for him, 200 less for Hillary. That puts Bernie in the lead. So it's not over till it's over, as they say, and it's very feasible that Bernie can still win based on the superdelegates switching over. Now, we still have some primaries to go. We still have the ones that we have to finalize from last night, so that margin of error now could be a little bit more, but Bernie still has a chance, folks. It's a matter of working those superdelegates and getting them switched over to his side. So, see what else we got here. Obviously, Mr. Donald Trump won the Republican. He was at 75%. Kasich was at 11. Ted Cruz was at 9. Ben Carson was at 3, and then Jim Gilmer.
It just shows how many people don't want to
Yeah.
vote for
But what's
Trump.
funny, folks, I was watching NBC News. No, it was an NBC? Yeah, NBC last night.
They really
Well,
messed-
this is
I'm
before
so mad at them right now.
before my wife got home, and I'm listening to the initial results for Trump out of another state. And we had Trump, we had Kasich, and we had Cruz by name. And they had Cruz's picture on Kasich
We're
and
not the only
Kasich's
ones to
picture
screw up.
on Cruz. And I looked at it and I said, oh, my God. It was, anyway, I thought it was very humorous.
Wonderful, yeah.
Yes.
that
It shows
is.
the big boys do make mistakes, of course.
It's good for us
But
to
just
see.
seeing Cruz's name next to Kasich's face, it was, and vice versa. It was a little bit.
I'm sure Kasich didn't appreciate
I
that.
would. I wouldn't. Absolutely not.
I still say he was the best Republican candidate,
Yeah.
and Donald Trump just
Okay.
messed up the whole country. Just
And in the
It's BS.
Libertarian primary here in California.
well, before that, let's go to the Green Party. More people here are Green Party people.
You know, never
Oh, you're
mind.
doing it in order. I'm sorry. Go
That's
ahead.
right. Gary Johnson won
Yes, of
handedly,
course. Always.
60%.
Isn't he the governor of New Mexico?
X.
Oh, he's not anything anymore.
No.
huh?
And then to the Green Party, which I was just asked to do, Jill Stein had 75% of the vote, and our local person, Darrell Cheney, got 11%. Not a lot, but, you know, considering this is Jill Stein's reputation and experience, 11% wasn't too bad. But that put him in second place. So it wasn't too bad. So
Okay, so I do have a. Okay, go ahead and finish that.
no, that
because I
was
do
that
have-
was a presidential. So go on. Go ahead.
Oh my God, that accident was not fatal. Thank
Oh,
God.
good.
Wait, is this the one on? Nope, that was the one I saw.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a blessing. Anyway, go ahead and finish. Did you do Green Party?
Yes, I just did
And
that.
Daryl Cherney?
Yes, I just did that.
Okay, how did I miss
Folks,
that?
can you see how she listens to me?
Oh, stop.
20 years of marriage?
I'm getting breaking news in.
Yeah, what?
Okay, so those of you who were on Highway 29 yesterday may have seen a big block in the traffic, and there was a huge accident and tied up the highway for many, many hours. And unfortunately, they didn't get the report out until today because they were immediately, the CHP guys went to cover the fire, the 16-acre fire that happened up on Hill Road yesterday. So there was a 25-acre fire on Highway 20 yesterday, and then a 16-acre fire on Hill Road, and that one obviously was put out with the help of CHP. I guess they were doing traffic or something. I don't know. I didn't see any CHP guys up there. But anyway, they had a dump truck, a Freightliner. It was a tandem one, and the guy was out of Clear Lake Oaks. They don't have any of the names of anybody listed.
Well, they have no update on the injuries, so.
Well, they do. Not on that one, no.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was hurt as bad as the guy in the Honda Civic.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, a Honda Civic had head-on into this dump truck at about 10:50 yesterday morning. He had a 2002 Honda, and he was stopped intending to turn left onto a private property. The truck driver, who was driving at an unknown speed, for unknown reasons, failed to observe the vehicle stopped, and he applied the brakes of his vehicle and turned to the left, then to the right, and was unable to avoid striking the vehicle.
He lost control.
The force of the impact pushed vehicle 2 onto the south shoulder and caused vehicle 1, which is the dump truck, to overturn onto its left side. So there was gravel all over the road.
God.
So we got some nice new gravel now on the side of the road.
Yeah, tell that to motorcyclists.
No, on the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where there's dirt. So they just they pick some of it up, but they also spread some of it out there too. Both parties were flown out of county hospitals. There's been no update on their conditions. Kelseyville Fire, CAL FIRE, CHP, and Caltrans responded. It was a huge response. When I went through there yesterday, it was crazy how much stuff was going on. One-way traffic control was in effect for approximately 3 hours while the scene was cleaned up. The truck was hauling gravel at the time of the collision, was spilled onto the road. The collision is being investigated by Officer Mark Crutcher. Okay, so that was, fortunately, this man did not die because I saw his car. I was heading back from the courthouse when that happened, and I was behind. I saw his red Honda go by, and I didn't even recognize it. I know I saw him. Didn't even recognize it as a vehicle.
They're disappointed.
I know. I want to get that one.
So obviously it was not a head-on collision. It was like a side
It
swipe.
sounds like it was almost a rear-end collision.
Right.
Yeah. So that's not good. Definitely not good. But some of the driver's injuries of the Honda was broken ribs and facial lacerations.
Ouch.
He was evacuated by Reach to Kaiser and Vacaville, so it must have been pretty serious.
Broken ribs hurt.
I know. I had them. I had fractured, and I was down for months with pain and agony. Anyway, I just want to let people know that's what happened on Highway 29 yesterday. And then in Clear Lake, I found all the excitement yesterday.
Clear Lake Oaks.
No, in Clear Lake, when I was going to do a kiddie thing, I I was at the intersection of Lakeshore Drive and Highway 53, and there was somebody who had been T-boned right there.
Ow.
In the middle of the intersection. So everything was completely blocked
Someone
up.
read a red light again.
And nobody was directing traffic and all that kind of stuff. So that was all exciting too. And then they had the fire on Highway 20. 25 acres were on fire there. And so yes, I didn't get to see that one, but when I went to Hill Road to pick up the kiddies that just got fixed, there's the fire right there on the access road that goes to the animal control. Over by the hospital side, there was 16 acres there, and I did stop, and eventually I'll probably post a picture.
Welcome to
and
fire
stuff.
season.
I'm telling you, but they were on it. They had a bulldozer, they had 2 CDF fire crews, and they had a helicopter on it immediately.
Excellent.
And it was out.
Excellent.
So I was very happy to see that.
Good. Shall we continue?
They sent me a picture. Hold on, I want to see what the picture looks like. Yeah, you want to talk about the supervisor meeting yesterday?
So we're going to go from one subject to another.
Oh, well, you want to go back to the election results.
You asked me to.
I'm sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Let's
in
finish
the
that up.
U.S. Senate election, we had Kamala Harris.
Kamala,
Whatever. You know, I don't like her. Ouch.
yeah.
Ouch.
You see that car? It
Yeah,
was
I
so
see
hard. I mean, from this
Yeah.
angle I saw it from, it was like impossible
Yeah, you
to
can
tell
tell
what
it
it
was
was.
a side.
As I saw it from the back. Yeah,
so-
he kind of hit the side in the end. We'll try to
So-
post this up in the magazine within the next day or so.
So anyway, Harris got 40% of the vote, and Loretta Sanchez, who is a current congressperson, I think, received 18%. So they're going to have a runoff for November. Anyone else was just minimal, 5% and less. So our current Attorney General, right? State attorney, is going to
Yes, he's
be
the Attorney General.
running for the Senate in November. I think I should go through the Sacramento mayor.
If you'd like to. I think a lot
quickly,
of people are
yeah.
interested in that.
Darrell Steinberg won with 59%, and so he's going to be there. Stockton was Michael Tubbs at 34%. And let's go back into the U.S. Senate race as soon as my thing starts to work. Okay, that's what we did. Let me go back
Well,
to
Kamala
my.
Harris was Senate, wasn't
Yeah,
she?
I'm just
Yeah.
going. Hit the wrong button here.
Yes,
Okay, here we go. Let's go to our particular areas.
Representatives, did we get them?
Yep, going right now. U.S. Congress District 3, which is John Garamendi. He won by an overwhelming 61.1%. The clearest, no, clearest. The next candidate after that was Eugene Cleek, and she only had 26.2%. So John Garamendi won running away. Same thing with Mike Thompson in District 5. He received 67.5%. Carlos Santamaria was close in the beginning of the tally of the votes, but he faded very fast. But kind of the good news is that our own Nils Paulson
Yeah.
actually won
Yeah, I was really
10.5%,
proud of him.
which considering
and of course he did better in, what do
Yeah.
you call it, Lake County.
right, but
Yeah.
considering with no experience and probably minimal campaign dollars, I think getting almost 11% wasn't too
No,
shabby.
he did really good.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of
Yeah.
him.
Our now former Assemblyman District 4, Bill Dodd, he ran for state senate in District 3, and he won 39.2% to Marco Yamada, who had 26.5%. So Bill Dodd and Yamada is going to have to go to November as a runoff. So he has not won that seat yet. And he was a very, very, very close race. State Assembly District 4. Charlie Shop, is that how you pronounce it?
Sharp, yeah.
Shaup. He won with, well, when I say he won, he was the leading candidate at 31.2%. Aguirre Curry got 27.8%. Dan Walk got 24.8%. And Don Saylor faded fast at the end at 14.5%.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
But
He seemed like a nice guy.
in the first half of the precincts that were reported, Charlie Shaup,
Sharp.
Aguirre Curry, Dan Walk, and Don Saylor were all within 1.5 percentage points of each other. So it was really close until probably about 3/4 of the way of all the precincts reporting. Then it kind of separated a bit. But Curry had 27.8%, Dan Walk with 24.8%. So they were pretty close. They were separated by about 1,700 votes. So coming November, we'll have Shaup and Aguirre Curry for our choices. And that's basically it for the state purposes. We can go into the local now.
Wow. I got some more breaking news.
Broken news?
Breaking
Okay.
news.
Go ahead.
Okay. I got to go back to it now. I got to find it. Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
I wasn't prepared for you stopping.
Well, I don't have to stop.
This happened on June 5th. It just came in from CHP as well. There was another accident in Lakeport, it looks like. Still waiting for it to come up. And it was actually on Big Valley Road, north of Stone Drive. And there was a 2003 Chevy Tahoe, and it's carrying two adults and 4 juveniles. And the person who was driving the vehicle, they were driving it southbound on Big Valley Road, north of Stone Drive, at approximately 40 to 45 miles an hour. Due to their unsafe speed, they were unable to negotiate the sharp left-hand turn on the roadway, and they traveled to the right off the roadway, where the right side of the vehicle collided with a large oak tree stump. Upon impact with the stump, it rotated 180 degrees and came to rest in a grass field. One of the 6 juveniles located inside the vehicle was ejected out the right rear window, sustaining major injuries. A second juvenile also sustained major injuries in the collision. Both of these juveniles were flown to UC Davis Medical Center. 2 other juveniles located inside suffered minor injuries and were transported to Sutter Lakeside. And I believe that the 2 juveniles who were injured the worst were aged 11 and 5, both girls, and the other 2 children, 1 boy and 1 girl, went to Sutter Lakeside. So they don't have an update on this, and this did just come in from CHP, so they had not done a report on it. So But both the ones that went to UC Davis are reported to have major injuries. So I don't know, lady. Driving too damn fast on the road.
And no seatbelts, obviously. So, did
Yeah,
you want to
well,
take a quick
yeah,
break?
and you have to keep belts on your kids. Yeah, let's do that while I make a phone call and see if we can get Mr. Shield on the show for 11:30. Otherwise, we'll have Phil call in at that time. Did you hear back from
Not
him
yet.
Okay.
Nope.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break. We are with you on Lake County Magazine Talk Show. I'm Terry Larsen,
And Pete the Tax Guy.
and we'll be back after this break.
And we'll see if we get a little bit more excitement in our voices so we don't bore people today.
Everybody
Oh, okay.
wants
Yes.
to have
We got more
I think
enthusiastic.
that's- Oh, I know what I'm doing.
No,
I
you
got,
don't.
I got something else going. Let me start it over. Sorry. Okay, one more time. Okay, little John Trudell for you. The sky is falling. That's Donald Trump's favorite saying. The sky is falling. We'll be back.
The sky is falling. The sky is falling. All is falling. All is falling. Won't stop falling. Won't stop falling. There's too much sky. Too much sky. In a civilized sanity of aggression. War machine on the loose. Jackboots prowling, blooding the earth. Sons and daughters killing. Sons and daughters dying. At the temples of the money kings, the rich turn their backs on the poor. Legends of all men are created equal, and woman never was God's favorite. And earth is a woman dominated, a victim of an abusive relationship. The dimension of too many extremes. Places where dark eats up light. A programming of chaos. The great forgetting. Memories replaced with an amnesia of fear. Where human can't remember the being part of the life. Life, or something like it. The way we feel sometimes. We're the glue holding it together. Or we're the ticking time bomb. Those times of too much to take when we've already taken more than we can. At the temples of the money kings, the rich turn their backs on the poor. Legends of all men are created equal, and woman never was God's favorite. And earth is a woman dominated, a victim of an abusive relationship. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. All is falling. All is falling. won't stop falling, won't stop falling. There's too much sky, too much sky, too much sky. All this falling, all this falling, all this falling. Won't stop falling, won't stop falling, won't stop falling. There's too much sky, too much sky, too much sky.
Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, gangsta white walls, TV antennas in the back. You may not have a car at all, but remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. Just be thankful for what you got. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac down the back, a sunroof top, digging the sink with the gangster link, gangster white walls, TV antennas in the back. You may not have a car at all, but remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. Just be thankful for what you got. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, gangsta white walls, TV antennas in the back. You may not have
Oh, yeah. You know, be thankful for what you got. That's the important thing in life because God gives you a lot of gifts. And they may not always be what you're asking for, may not always be what you think you want, but in the end, they're always the right thing for you.
See? Told you.
It's not always what you want, it's what you get.
That's right.
And you got to be thankful for what you got. That is Emily Gimble. And then we heard John Trudell before that with Bad Dog and Too Much Sky. Oh, that's Donald Trump's. The sky is falling. The sky is falling.
I could get into some commentary on that right
The
now.
sky is falling. Why? Why bother?
Because Trump says America needs to be repaired. And Clinton says, no, America's already great. Well, you know something? Trump's right. America needs to be repaired.
Not
we need
the
to
way
do
he
things.
wants to do
I
it.
didn't say that.
Not the way he wants
I didn't
to
say
do it.
that. I said he recognized the fact that the way we're going right now has to be changed. And I 100% agree with that.
Well, that doesn't make him right just because he has a perception
I-
that we all get anyway.
but-
I should be president. I said that 10 years ago.
Oh, God help us.
No.
But Hillary
is helping
But
us.
Hillary says, "Oh no, we're perfect. This everything's going great, and I'm going to improve it. But everything's just great and hunky dory." Well, it's not. I hate politicians.
Yeah, I know.
I really do, because
I'm
they lie through the teeth. They say what they want to say to the certain group they're talking to, and they're not. They're very ambiguous. No, that's not the right word. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, folks, we're going to have Moke or Jose
Yeah.
Simon the
He should be
third.
calling in any
And
minute.
just to give you, he's in District 1, and just give you a quick update on that if you don't know already. Monica Rosenthal, who will also be calling in, received 28.4% of the vote in District 1. Moak received 27.9,
Boy, neck and neck.
and they had a separation of 8 votes, 455 to 447.
Amazing.
Voris Brumfield came in at 24.8% with 397 votes. And Jim Ryan also had a good race. He had 18.8% of the vote. So the difference between first and last was 144 votes.
This was one of my favorite races because every one of the 4 people probably would have done a good job, and they probably were very nice people, and have the qualifications necessary to do at least as good a job as Mr. Comstock had done.
Right.
So I feel very happy that we did. The 2 front runners were the ones that I picked.
Yep.
You know, I told Monica when she was here the other day, I felt it was going to be her and Moke. And, you know, Voris is a wonderful woman, and she's done a lot for the community. But these guys just had a little bit stronger repertoire that they brought to the table. So we really do. I was very happy with the outcome of that election.
And Voris was only 50 votes behind Moak. And here's the reason I'm mentioning these numbers, folks, is
Yeah.
that there was only a 30%
30%.
turnout
Percent.
county-wide.
We should be ashamed of ourselves. I'm so angry about that. I could just spit.
Just imagine if we had a 40% turnout, this whole election results could have been turned upside down
Exactly.
because people were too lazy to go out and vote. And especially with mail-in ballots now, there's absolutely no excuse for you not to vote unless you just don't give a damn. And if
Right.
you don't give a damn, then don't binge to complain about what's going on in Lake County.
Right.
You know, we'll be talking about Brown's race, but Brown handily defeated Reimers.
Philip Reimers. That
And
was predicted.
That was predicted. The point is, though, if someone came out besides the Brown voters, which always
Well,
happens.
this is the problem. Everybody bitches about Brown. By the way, he threatened someone again yesterday at a supervisor meeting. This is the kind of person we want to see in office, right, folks?
Literally.
He was overheard by several people, including a local attorney, saying to a candidate for the Lakeport office who called him a liar, "You ever say anything like that to me again, I'm going to beat the shit out of you." Or crap out of you. I don't
Yeah.
think he said shit, but whatever.
Well,
Anyway,
so-
threatening somebody right there in the courthouse during a break on the supervisor meeting. He doesn't know how to turn it off.
it's when he's being matched with
disgusting.
intellectual conversation, he then results to being a bully. Because that's the only way he knows how to react.
Well, he doesn't know how to how to react to the truth. Because he is a liar.
Yes, he.
Okay,
Well,
and I'm sorry. Rob, you know exactly how I feel about you.
you know, not
And I really apologize because I don't want to always be getting on your case, but you're not doing anything to make me feel better.
you want to talk about what your conversation was with Sheriff Martin yesterday?
In regarding,
Us?
Oh, yeah. The big threat of the expose that's supposed to be coming out, courtesy of John Jensen and Lake County News, basically is turning into a bunch of baloney, as we figured it would be. There's been rumors on the blog that we had warrants out for us, and that the law is after us, and this and that. So when I saw Sheriff Martin yesterday, I just went up to him and said, "Hey, Brian, why don't you just arrest me now?" Because I hear there's a warrant out for me. And he's like, "Oh, no, you don't have a warrant out for you." And he actually pulled it up on his phone. He has a way to search warrants on his phone. And, of course, nothing under – and he put you under Larsen, too.
Oh, God,
And I
that's
said, no, his
insulting.
last name's not Larsen. So
God.
they looked up both of us, and, of course, there was nothing there. Another paranoid schizophrenic reaction from JJ, Mr. Jensen of Lake County News, because he just doesn't like the fact that we exist, and he's trying to do whatever he can to shut us
He
down.
must have been drinking at the time.
He's always drinking. When isn't he drinking?
Yes.
That's the next question.
Hopefully when he's driving.
I hope so. Yeah. So anyway, the supervisors meeting, we'll just chat until Moke can get back to us.
Yeah,
I'll
he's at
send him
football
a
practice,
text, too. So, yeah, and it is football practice, and I know he said he was going to try and
How can it
squeeze
be
it in.
football practice when it's baseball season? I'm serious.
Well, I guess they've prpracticed all year.
Yeah, they do, but they're
You know,
limited.
I guess it's good for them to do that.
Yeah, but they're limited on the number of days they can do that because they're school kids. So anyway, in District 4,
Oh,
we
God,
have.
I can't believe we haven't finished that yet. Go ahead. District 4. Let's talk about District 4.
District 4 is basically Lakeport area. And Tina Scott, surprising to me anyway.
I wasn't surprised.
Okay, that's fine. She was the leading candidate at 33.9%. Martin Scheel came in at 24.6%. I'm doing this without my glasses. Ted Bandronis at 18.3%. Phil Murphy at 13%, and then Ron Rose at 10.1%. So in the runoff in November, we're going to have Tina Scott and Martin Scheel. And
That's going to be an interesting race because things are going
Yes.
to start flying when that goes down.
yes, stay tuned to our show and to LakeCoMagazine.com, and you'll see some interesting information.
We also we reached out to Mr. Scheel. We haven't heard back from him yet. We left him a message, so we'll see if he'll call. We've got the 11:30 slot open for him, but if not, I'd like to put Phil Murphy in there
I think you should
if
call
he doesn't
Rob
call
Brown.
back.
Should I send him an email?
I have his number here.
Hmm.
I mean, you know, I can give him a call. I don't think he'll talk to us. But
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
of
give him a
course he
call.
won't talk. Don't waste your time.
I just can't believe we got another 4 years with this bully.
Well,
a
you know-
bully is all he is, a bully.
Let's hope that, be it Monica or Mo get in, they hopefully will.
Well, with them and with Tina, I think we're going to have a voice of reason finally on
I hope so.
a majority voice of reason.
Right.
With Jim Steele, that gives you three reasonable minds.
Right.
You know, Jeff Smith is a wonderful man, but he's very ineffective.
No
I
comment.
don't see him doing much for anything.
He doesn't do anything
So,
except collect a paycheck. It'll be interesting to see how Tina gets involved in the thing. I've never met her except
she
doing the
seems
forum.
like a very reasonable
Very
person.
nice person. I just don't know if she has the personality, and I don't know because I don't know her, to put up and not to be threatened by people like Rob Brown. Seriously.
No, she seems pretty tough. And
Yeah.
she's been on the school board for a while, so she does know
Yeah.
how to deal with other
Yeah,
personalities.
Monica, I have no doubt about it.
Oh,
I know-
Monica's-
and Moke, absolutely no problem
Oh,
whatsoever.
man, let him try to bully Moke. I'll
Yeah,
see
that
what
won't
happens.
end up very nicely. I mean, Moke is a big gentleman,
Yeah.
ex-football
So,
player.
it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it will be. So, and then of course we already talked about Mr. Brown. He 63.9%. So there's no runoff there. And the Measure U, Kelseyville Unified School Bond of $24 million. That was voted in by 61% to 39% no, and they needed 55% to pass. So I guess Kelseyville is going to be paying a $24 million bond back.
Yes.
That's a lot of
They
money.
approved the bond.
Now, here's what I'm going to get at, and I'm not changing the
Are
subject.
you sure we're not in that school district?
No, yeah, we probably are. There go our real estate taxes. Here's the point, folks. Kelseyville, now I have to assume the board of directors of the school district put this together, just raised a $24 million bond. Okay? I've been saying for the last couple of years that there's more than one way to skin a cat when it comes to Canocti Resort. And I've been saying over and over again, especially to candidates, why can't we put a bond together to raise sufficient funds to buy Canocti Resort and to do the necessary improvements? I know we can do it for $24 million. And look at the tourism effect. Look at the job impact. Look at the tourism and the events that will happen in this county. It'll all be drawn in from local, Sonoma, Napa, all the way down to California, from other states, because you'll get main stream attractions or groups there. So if we can raise $24 million for kids, we can raise money for Canocti Resort, and that'll have a trickle-down effect, yes, Reaganomics, to impact the school district and other government agencies where we'll have the funds to properly promote and put infrastructure into this county. That's my say for the day. And honestly, I'm not familiar with the Kelseyville Unified School District, though one of our friends' wives teaches there. Hang on, I have to put my glasses.
Just copied off our webpage.
Oh, cool.
Anyway.
Quiet in the background.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my point here, folks, is that, and I said this last week, I believe, I'm really getting sick and tired of school districts because their main concern is how many principals can they have, how many vice principals can they have, how many admin staff do they have to have, how many studies they have to do, how much research they have to do, and why is the money going back into the classroom? So I would like to know, and it's my fault for not realizing this, to go back and find out how that bond money is going to be used. And I'll try to get that information over the next week or two so we can address that specifically, because as someone said on the news this morning, I believe it was, on the Today Show, it wasn't them because they're not silly, they're too silly to even address this issue, is that why does it always go down to, oh, we have to increase taxes? Be it local tax, be it state tax, county tax, Fed tax, cigarettes, alcohol, food, whatever. Why can't we come up with a different solution to generate the revenues
Who was saying
necessary?
that? The former mayor of Stockton was saying
Yeah, I
that.
think, yeah,
He's
that's right.
running for re-election.
Yeah.
He was saying that yesterday. He says, why do you have to tax everything? Like Clear Lake's
Exactly.
getting ready to
Right.
have another road tax. I didn't even see that on, I guess it's going to be on the November ballot.
Yeah.
But it's just a shame.
Why can't they look at their, and I've been saying this for years, they need to start at a zero ground budget. They need to build up their expenses and revenues, not just assume they're going to be there from last year. And you're going to get taxed to death. And I go back to the same thing I'd say over and over again. Clear Lake use their gas tax money properly, they have good roads. They want to spend it on pension funds, they're not going to have good roads. So I was very pleased to see a politician actually realize that raising taxes is not necessarily the right thing to do. So, by the way, folks, in the District 5 race, John Stoddard out of the Riviera actually did get 14% of the vote. That only equates to 274 votes, but that's a hell of a lot more than I thought he was going to get. So, anything else?
Just a second.
Okay. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm waiting.
I know.
Okay.
You have nothing else to talk about?
I can.
right.
I'm going to be egotistical
So
here.
that's the election
Yeah.
in a nutshell.
Yeah, I'm going to be very egotistical here,
Oh,
folks.
what about the one thing on the state ballot for the election?
Oh.
I mean for the legislators.
That one handedly. I think it was 70. I don't have the numbers in front of me. It was like 72% to 22%, give or take a percentage point. So what that means, folks, bless you, is that if anyone in the state legislature starts playing hanky-panky, i.e. taking bribes, influencing other industries like PG&E and whatever you call it, they can now be suspended and fined, and depending upon the severity of it, they can actually get kicked out of office, I believe. So there's now some penalties in regard to politicians not doing their job correctly, which I think is great. It's about time. I think all politicians and elected officials should be held to that same standard and not just have a, quote, public recall petition go out, but there should be penalties already enforced within the statutes of California that state, if you screw up this way, here's your penalty. If you screw up that way, you don't have a job. We'll
Right.
go for a new election. So it's nice to have some accountability here now, in our at least our in our state base. Um, who's the guy that got caught with Chow?
Lee.
Lee, that's right. He lost his job and he's looking at a lot of prison time now. So actually, Chow's attorneys resigned, so now he has to find new ones. So that's basically it for the election results. We're still waiting for people to call in. And once they call in, we'll go through that district's votes once again and get their opinions and their ideas and what they're going to be doing between now and November to further their campaign. Aw, pretty kitty.
I know. That's one of the ones we've been looking for since the
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah,
I need to forward it to Lenore because she's still down and feeding in
gotcha.
Middletown.
Okay. So, yeah, late breaking news. It's going to be egotistical. I was named Pitcher of the Week in our division.
Yay!
Whoopee.
Good job.
Yeah. It's only 4 teams in our division, folks. It's not that big a deal. But it's nice. A little recognition.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
Especially since I'm not very well liked among the hierarchy of the league.
Especially for an old guy like you.
I'm not old. At the end of the game on Sunday, since we're waiting for call-ins, after each game, no matter win or lose, we all shake hands. Hopefully there's no fist fights going on at that time. We all, hey, nice game, good job, blah, blah, blah. And one of the other team members came up to me, and I think I recognized him, but I'm horrible with names and faces. Said, Pete, how old are you? I said, I'm 64. He just shook his head and walked away. And I think the reason is that I probably look 64 from a facial point of view, but I'm 64, weigh 130 pounds wet. I can run like the wind again for some strange reason. And, I pitch well in what they call the heat. And I think they're just amazed that I can, not that I play to a high caliber, I don't want to say that, but that I'm as vibrant and as athletic as anyone can be at my age, I believe. And I think they shook their head. I think they thought I was an underage pitcher. Because there's only one in our league that's been approved. So I think they were looking for a way to get a victory out of our hands.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Who's supposed to call in at 10:30? Monica? Or Tina?
I think Tina.
Okay.
Moke missed the boat.
Yeah, he's still both missed. He still may call in.
Yeah, I'll just tell him call in.
He's a
when you're
good
ready.
guy. So.
Yeah, he's busy today.
Yeah. Football practice in summertime. I don't get it. So, yesterday at the supervisors meeting, the board of supervisors actually held a meeting on Tuesday. It wasn't their week to miss, I guess. They had their typical status quo. Yes, we approve it, unanimous, all that good stuff. But what came up was the findings and recommendations of the ad hoc committee regarding Measure N ordinance and the potential changes they wish to make on it. Next week, I will do a more detailed overview of the recommendations because it's 28 pages long, folks. And the one the one that is on the Lake County website has a lot of red and fonts and a lot of cross-out, which means they're deleting that from their recommendations. One thing that I noticed is what they crossed out, and I have to do some further research on this, is that they crossed out the abatement procedures.
What?
Yes. Now, here's my...
Maybe they're going to put different ones in there.
I'm sure that's going to happen, but without a county abatement procedure, it falls back to the state. And the state is adamant about 5-day notice, appeal process, the definition of immediate abatement or special abatement, meaning if it's affecting waterways or the soil or whatever the case may be. So, and that's what they were basically saying, was almost duplicating the state, but they crossed it out. So the question is, what are they going to do about abatement procedures? And it looks like now it's going to be...
This is, okay, first of all, this was not a first reading.
No, I understand that.
This was just the first draft.
Absolutely.
And it was supposed to be an opportunity for public input, which I
Correct.
was very disappointed at the turnout. There was probably no more than 30 people there. And that's very unusual for cannabis in Lake County. So they are going to have another meeting on July 14th, I believe, at the Planning Commission. So that's when the citizens are going to have the
Right.
opportunity also to give input. So between now and then, we will do our analysis of
Yep.
the deal. Have a couple people like Ron Green and a couple other people on the
There you
show
go. Good
to
idea.
give us some ideas on what they would do. I'd like to get Jason on. I gave him one of our cards yesterday.
Oh, good. Okay.
Because he had some really good ideas and feedback on how to get this set up. And according to him, he's the only legal person in Lake County who has a letter from the sheriff saying he's in full compliance with Measure N.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the other question is, has anyone else gone to
I
the
don't
sheriff?
think so.
So more
Nobody
kudos.
has the balls that he's got.
Yeah, kudos to him for at least making the overture. Say,
Right.
hey, I want to know I'm doing things right. And that's what all the growers out there, cultivators, excuse me, should be going out there and say, look, I don't want any hassle. Why don't you come on out? Let me show you what I got. Let me know if I'm in full compliance, and if so, I want a letter. But what I was going to get at in the recommendations, again, they're only recommendations. There are going to be several public hearings about what's going on before they do a first reading, is the, this made me lose my train of thought.
How?
I confused myself. I'm sorry, folks. There are puppy dogs on the card again. I'm sorry, folks. I lost my train of thought on that one.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
they're stating they're going to be issuing county licenses, and that before you can go to the state, you got to have a county license. But they're only issuing 100 licenses in California. I mean, excuse me, in Lake County. So it's going to be a very competitive basis, and I'd like to know how they're going to, what's the criteria for getting a license besides the zoning and the acreage requirements. So I did see that those who have felonies in the past,
Heidi, can you check and see if that's somebody at the other door?
that if you have felonies in the past, they have to be related to drugs.
Hold on, we got a call. Offices. Hey, it's Smoke. Hang on a
All right.
second.
Why,
Oh, no
why do you
problem.
have football practice in the summertime?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of football practice here for Middletown. I apologize for being late.
Not a problem. Peter just wanted to know, why are you doing football practice in the summertime?
When it's baseball?
When it's
This is spring. This is spring football. So
spring football.
yeah, so once school's over, we do a week-long thing where we do just 9 to 11 and 4 to 6, and it's just no pads or nothing. We just get all the kids together, and weights have already started too. We
Bless
do
you.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We have weights for the kids, so it's just our beginning of football.
Oh, wow. Well, if you ever need any references, just let us know. We know the big guy. Our engineer, Heidi, said that her son was going to get in that, but it didn't happen yet. So,
Okay.
so congratulations. Second place on the primary for District 1.
By
Woohoo!
by 8 votes.
Yeah, absolutely.
By 8
Thank you
votes.
very
And you
much.
know that could actually change because there's still provisional ballots to count.
Yes. Okay. I'm not sure. I didn't know there were provisional ballots.
Yeah, it
Jared
usually
told me.
takes them longer to count the provisional ballots as opposed to the precincts. They've already done the absentees, but I think the provisionals, they get handed in at the precincts as well, and I think they're counted secondarily. We may get those results today. And last year, or last election, they made the election stretch out for 30 days before they certified it, so who knows?
Yeah, that's what I have heard. That probably will take them a month to do it, but I'll be honest, that's the first time I've heard about a provisional. What is a provisional ballot?
A provisional ballot is for people who don't have polling places, who don't mail in their ballots. They can go to a polling place and they can get a provisional ballot that they fill out right there.
Oh, okay.
And it's sealed like a mail-in ballot.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. I'll have to find out from the elections office what. I do have a couple of news releases for them, so I'll look into that while you guys are talking and see what.
Can you hear me from here?
You'll probably have to speak up a little bit.
Okay.
Hey, Mo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can
Okay,
you guys
good.
hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
we
sir.
can hear you fine.
Looking at the actual results, in Lake County, percentages can be very misleading. And you are literally only 8 votes less than Monica.
Yes.
And we only had an average of a 30% turnout of registered voters. And imagine if, even if just 40% turned out, what an impact that would have on the overall results on each district.
Absolutely.
And did you do any type of polling? And I know this is very difficult in your area of how many people were actually looking for you, especially off the Rancheria?
No, I didn't do any polling. It's been talked about a little bit, but no, I did not do any polling.
Okay. And since you're going to be in a runoff now, since no one exceeded 50%, are you going to do anything different between now and November to try to get people to sway over to your side?
Well, I think, I will stay with the consistent message of, what I plan on bringing to the county. As far as doing something different, obviously it'll be different. If when a debate happens, obviously there'll only be 2. But no, right now I don't have any different strategic plans besides trying to pick up those votes who either voted for Boris or for Jim and getting the majority of them.
Right, exactly. So now you got to start working on those folks. Were you a little disappointed we only had a 30% voter turnout?
This is the first time I had done it here, but I had some of the people in the campaign and stuff figured that they would have a much larger turnout than what happened. But,
Well, yeah. I know
that's
they had a lot of new
it kinda
registrations.
It is what it is. I think there still is a lot out there. People. I still think they feel disillusioned and stuff, and doesn't like, vote really count. So I think that's something we've got to fix here across the country, and also in, our area here, District 1, and throughout the county.
Well, you're right on the money on that, is that especially in local politics, and let's face it, Lake County is not exactly a large county, that every single vote does count in this county.
Right. It's
And
so
you can
important.
tell by you having and Monica having an 8-vote difference.
And even Boris right there with you too, It's,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
So, Terry and I in the past have always tried to do voter registration drives, and I don't know if it's too late for the November election or not.
It's not.
It's not. So I think we need to start doing a voter registration drive and or a campaign to get those who are registered to vote to actually vote.
Oh, I completely agree. I know on my website, I think we had put up, either on my website or my Facebook, we had put up the number and also the website where you could go and get registered.
Excellent.
I know that I personally took some and got people registered. When I, signed in, they gave me a bunch of register cards, and I got some people to fill those out. I also, as I was getting signatures when they were verifying, some people thought they were registered and they weren't, so went back to those folks, and I know that they did get registered, so I completely agree on that.
Excellent. I don't know if I'm going to be putting you on the spot on this, and I don't mean to. Do you think there's any significant difference between your platform and what you would like to achieve as a supervisor versus Monica?
Well, what I think separates us is, I haven't been part of the county before as far as serving on any boards or anything. I think what I bring is a new, a new mindset and a different type of attitude on what we need to do here to get the county moving in the right direction, and especially our district.
Right, exactly.
So I think that really is what separates us. I am the new guy. I am the new blood. I'm not, I haven't been on any committees or anything like that. I've always been on the outside looking in, and this is an opportunity where I will be able to bring my leadership skills from my 20 years with the tribe and all through tribal government and its stuff to help the county, move forward in its governmental processes.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with you because especially in Lake County where it's been the same people for years and years and years on the board, and I'm not going to say if they did a good or bad job at this point, but having new blood coming into the supervisor position just gives you a different outlook on what's going on in Lake County. And with your background of the job you've done at the Rancheria, I think you'd be definitely a valuable asset to the board.
Yeah, and so I guess that's, you know, like I said, it put me on the spot. That's what I believe I can bring that is different
Yep.
than the other candidate.
Right. So were you actually pleased then with the results?
What's that?
Were you actually pleased with the results of the election?
Yes. Well, it's what I thought it was. Pleased. I would have been pleased to win. But, you know, yeah, I felt that, you know, I did get in the race a little bit late. I understood that. All the endorsements had gone to Monica. I mean, the main ones. So, you know, I kind of figured I had an uphill battle, but I really felt like if I can get in the runoff here, I've got a really good chance. So it happened kind of the way we thought it would as far as our campaign and the people that helped me, and now we just get to the finish line and win this thing.
Right. Well, you got 698 voters to convince to come onto your side. Those are the ones who voted for Boris and Jim.
Yes.
So.
So almost
You know,
700
like I said,
votes.
I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I think we already have. I signed up. You know, I anticipated this. Any of the long-term events that are going on, I signed up all the way until October, November. All the local stuff that's happening.
Excellent.
You know, obviously, saved me a spot in the parade here in Middletown, and I'll be down at Middletown Days, and I'll just keep doing everything that I can do and talking with everyone, and that's what I really like doing. I like really getting out there and being personal with individuals, listening to them, and just talking about what needs to happen for the next district supervisor here in District 1.
Excellent. And hopefully you'll come back on our show to expand on
heck
your
yeah.
platform.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's yep.
We got to
I would
have.
say that's a no-brainer, absolutely.
And Monica's already confirmed too. She'll be calling in here at I believe it's 11. Let me find my list.
Yeah. The one
Yeah.
thing I do want to say, and I've said this from the beginning, we were running for a seat. Voris is a great lady. Jim Ryan, I newly met the individual, but a quality of stand-up guy, and I really enjoyed Monica all throughout this race, and I think it was her birthday yesterday.
Yes,
So,
yes.
I even told her happy birthday. And,
What a thrill. That's a
it's
best
been-
birthday present.
It's been just a real respectable race, and like I said, some real quality folks, and I said it from day one.
Right,
If I
me
wasn't
too.
talking to you guys today, I would be supporting whoever was.
And that's the thing, because this race was my favorite because of the fact that there were so many qualified candidates. It just was a wonderful example of what can happen when people decide to really step up and serve their communities.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Right?
And it was refreshing.
It really is all the way across the board. It was unique. We had someone who really was law enforcement background, and Monica coming from the county and planning commission stuff, and myself being on the outside from tribal leadership, and and Boris just with her long-term political ties and stuff. It was, I agree completely. It was unique. It was great to be a part of.
Yeah. Well, I give you all kudos for having a positive campaign, especially during the forums. No one was attacking each other. You were just, each one was stating their platform.
So
Individually,
polite.
yes.
Yeah, and this is what I love. You guys are going to bring class back to the Board of Supervisors.
Yep.
Okay, and I mean, we have a supervisor who was reelected who is very lacking in that department, so I'm hoping maybe you guys can teach him a few things.
No
Our
comment.
plan is, my plan is to work with all supervisors, and definitely, like I said, bring a different environment, a different attitude, and help move the county forward as a whole.
Right, exactly. Excellent. Well,
Okay.
again, congratulations, and we appreciate you calling, and we will have you back on the show. Probably, I would say in the middle of the campaign would be good, at least, let you get out there and get known and get people knowing who you are, and then we'll have you come back on, let's say in August or something like that, when we're closer to the actual elections. But you could come on a couple times if you want. I don't mind that.
And we may have our
I will be on your show as often as you guys will have me.
cool.
Okay.
Believe me, I enjoy it, and
Excellent.
you know,
Yeah, we got a bunch of other stuff to talk about too, but we'll get on that another time.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
we'll,
sir.
And
my
I do, my constituents, you guys be the ones that help focus me and make sure I know that message I'm carrying. So, like you said, when you put me on the spot, that's my job. I should be on the spot all the time.
Good. Okay.
Come up with an answer, and if I don't know it, I'll research it, and hopefully next time I'm asked, I'll have at least an answer, whether you like it or not.
Right.
Excellent. Well, we'll talk off the air to schedule the first date, but I think that's a great idea. I think you need to be always doing that.
Yeah. And last comment is, hopefully we'll be in our new studios with air conditioning this time.
Yeah. This place here, the swamp coolers are not working.
Oh, man, I'm sorry that's a bummer.
Yeah, it is. But soon come to the new location. All right, sir. Thank you so much for your time, and congratulations again, and have a good time. Don't get too hot out there with the kids.
Yeah, we'll make sure they stay hydrated. And
Right.
We've got a bunch of good kids. We're going to have a good season this year.
Excellent.
Awesome, awesome. So take it easy and have a great day.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, Tina's going to be calling in about a minute or so.
Good.
I asked her to wait 10 minutes, and she
It's
said
amazing what you
fine.
do with text messaging.
I was that's what I did to Marty, too. I just texted him and let him know he can call in if he wants.
If
so.
he wants.
Yeah, so that was very
Good.
good.
Well, I said we personally do like Moke, and Monica's also a very, very nice lady. So it's hard for us to kind of do in-depth interviews because they're both good people. But
well,
that
it's
being
hard
said,
for us to pick sides because they're both good people,
Yeah.
too. And this is what's so encouraging about this election. I feel like the candidates for supervisors, with the exception of District 5, because that's already dead and done, there's a possibility to be two really good new supervisors on the board. And combine that with Jim Steele, we could actually have a much more open-minded, considerate group of people up there, which is really exciting.
and the fourth supervisor actually may start leaning towards the new blood than the old blood
I'm sorry.
because he's very. Oh,
Had to take a kitty break.
what's it? Fire? No,
I'm calling him Fire.
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 Do do do. Okay,
Fire.
really? Keyboard?
Fire.
Really? No, you can't go to that website.
You're just so cute.
No, you can't have a currency exchange rate either. We don't trade in cat food.
I'm sorry, folks. We just get so sidetracked.
She just
with
went
these
to
guys.
the currency exchange website somehow.
It's a he.
He,
Come
whatever.
here, you. Come here, you.
You're a fuzzy little ball.
He is. He is.
Oh, he's loving.
Yes, he's very loving.
Yeah. If this was a kid, they'd be running away crying from me.
Oh, no, they wouldn't.
Yeah, they would.
I've never seen a kid cry for you
Now
yet.
he's chewing on my glasses,
Well, you won't hurt it. He's barely got any teeth.
but he has claws.
Okay.
Anyway, I gotta
next-
get rid of this website.
Next caller.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're on the air. Let me make
Which
sure
may
you're
or may
up.
not be a good thing, but that's okay.
So we are. That's Tina, right?
Yes, this is Tina.
Hi, Tina. Welcome.
Well, thank you.
Yes, thank you for calling. We're really appreciating it. We haven't heard from Martin yet, but we still are reaching out to him for 11:30. But congratulations, front runner.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's massive.
by a large margin.
You didn't know how it was going to go going into it.
I bet. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. It's so hard to predict, especially with an only 30% voter turnout, which really was disappointing
Yeah.
to me. I mean, I expected so many more people to be engaged in this election.
I thought so too.
Yeah, I mean, 3 supervisor seats up for grabs, and we can't get people to come out and vote. Then why do they
Yeah, I
complain
wonder-
so much?
I wonder if they just feel, some people still feel that their vote doesn't count, and I think we really need to get the message out.
I think you're
that
right.
Just so less, there's not that many voters. One vote does make a difference.
Absolutely, especially Lake County. It's a big difference. Matter of fact, you won by, if I can add properly, being an accountant, you won by 180, won by 182 votes, which in the
Big
Lake County,
picture.
that's a large margin.
Yeah.
And, I didn't see that coming.
I know, and you were like the front runner from the very get-go when they were doing the absentee ballots. You were way ahead. So,
Yes.
Yep.
I actually spent my last 6 months, instead of reaching out to people for assistance and help, I had many people contacting me wanting to know what they could do. And I've never been in that situation with all the volunteer work I've done, people calling me wanting to know what they could do for me.
wow. That is wonderful. And it's such a good sign that people are ready for change.
Yes.
Yes. And because I don't see you as being a member of the so-called gang that I always refer to, of being the the old time politicians who are always voting the same way on everything, that are always thinking the same way on everything. I see you as being more of an independent thinker, and I'm hoping that that's what we're going to get from you.
You know, you definitely will, and I think that's where I get the respect from the teachers being a school board member, is that they see that. First, that they see the fact that I'm overly involved in everything that goes on in the schools, and the fact that I receive so many phone calls from them, and that I will go to their house and, you know, try to figure out situations or problems, and that my votes do come out with, you know, what the teachers wanted, what they have asked for.
Right.
You know,
Right.
what I found interesting is that Martin Shield came in second. I thought he'd be a lot closer to you than results show. But you're going to have over 800 voters if the same percentages turn out in November that you and Martin are going to have to fight over. And those
Well, actually, the November election usually has a higher turnout.
It does, but you still got 800 voters who you have to try to convince to vote for you instead of Martin. Are you going to be doing anything different in your campaign between now and November?
You know, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do differently. I've already, Philip Murphy's already reached out to me.
Oh, great.
So what he can do for me,
Oh,
and that
great.
he's trying to support me.
Oh,
So I
great.
think that's a good sign.
And I don't want you to take any offense, but that's who we supported for that seat because we know Phil very well. And, you know, he's an honest guy. And not knowing you as well, and we never got you on our show, so we didn't have a chance to really get to know you.
Hint, hint.
So now I'm assuming you'll be happy to come on our show one of these days, and we can start getting people understanding who you are and what your issues are for the Lakeport community.
Most definitely. You know, I just found myself so busy because
I know.
this was not a plan of mine. This was not even in the picture of what I was planning on doing, and I had so many things already stacked up. But now I've you know, calmed things down, and I won't be signing up for as many things to be able to, you know, get through November.
Ah, awesome. Well, that'll be great to have you on. We're looking forward to it, and hopefully we'll be able to get Martin on as well.
And we'll actually try to be nice, too.
Martin?
No.
No, we're always nice. I know people always talk about us, but most of the politicians that come onto our show are pleasantly surprised because we're not the
evil umpire.
the confrontational people that people think we are. We like to get to the bottom of things, but we don't like to do it in a fun and entertaining way. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
So great. So, you know, let's start things off a little bit by how about if you give us an idea why you would make a better supervisor over Martin?
You know, I think just looking at my past and what I've done, that my work in the last 16 years is about giving back. I think that sets me apart from Martin. Everything I've done is not for my benefit, but for the benefit of the community.
Gotcha.
And I think that's what would make me a better supervisor.
Yes. Okay. I would definitely. I don't know enough of what Martin's done for the community, but
He's been on the council for Lake.
yeah, but being on the council doesn't necessarily mean that you really do anything.
That's very true, looking at some other city councils.
Unfortunately.
And he was the pro tem mayor for Better Choice Awards for a while.
Well, he was the mayor.
And don't forget, he was part of Pub Talk.
Oh, well, that's a big community benefit, isn't it? Being
Well,
on the
community
KPFC
radio, you know.
yeah.
It's because they had a few beers during the show. It's all right. Are you laughing?
Sorry, but we just have to have fun with this. We can't do it any other way.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So, all right. So I think that you've got a very good opportunity here to move forward, and we'll be looking forward to talking to you much more in depth. But for now, congratulations, and thank you so much for calling in. And we will definitely get together and set up some upcoming dates. We just got off the phone with Moak, and he would like to come on regularly. And I would like to see all the upcoming candidates come on our show. You know, at least maybe once a month or something like that. That you can just kind of touch in with the people, let them know new things that might be developing and that kind of thing. You're more than welcome to participate on that level.
And believe it or not, people actually do listen to us.
Yeah, we do have quite a little following out there, so we'll definitely. And I will send you a link to this interview so you can share it with your friends. as
Okay,
well.
wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for having me on, and I'd just like to thank all the voters and everybody that assisted me to get to the place that I am today.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Tina. Thank you for your service.
Okay, have a good day.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes.
Yes.
Sounds like a very reasonably headed
Yeah.
lady.
Well, what's nice, and
Bless you.
what comes around goes around. Is that what the saying is? That I don't know much about Tina except when I saw her at the District 4 forum.
The forums. Yeah.
And it's nice. I knew she did a lot of volunteer work. I wasn't quite sure in what capacity. But it's nice to hear that the people she was helping turned around and volunteered to help her.
Exactly.
And that's the way it should
Exactly.
be, 50-50.
But that's what happens when you do good things in the community.
Right.
People will stand up to you
Well, it tells me they have respect for her.
and for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see, actually. And did I hear correctly, because I'm half deaf sometimes, that Phil is going to back her?
That Phil's going, he has reached out to her.
Excellent.
And we
Good.
can ask him when he calls in later, if he calls in.
If not, we'll get him next
Yeah.
week.
So great. All right. So that was
Cool.
awesome.
Right. Who's calling it at 11?
11 o'clock would be, I believe, Monica. Let's see.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Yeah, she's up in
The
Cobb.
birthday girl. She got
Yes.
to have an election on her birthday.
Can we ask her
how
how old
lucky is that?
Can we ask her how old
That's
she
up
is?
to you. I ain't going to get there. I'm not going there.
I will. I don't mind. I'm the bad guy.
Nah, you're a good guy.
So Tina is what's the school district in Lakeport? Is it Lakeport?
I think it is. Yeah, Lakeport Unified, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to
don't
ask her
know.
about Kelseyville, but I didn't think she was in Kelseyville.
No, I don't think so. But you could have asked her
I
that
could have,
anyway. She
yeah.
probably had an opinion on that.
I'm sure she did.
But that's awesome. So
Yes. So
I'm so excited about the future of Lake County. I think we've got some really good people. You know, it's kind of one of those situations where no matter who wins, we're still going to win over what we've got.
I agree.
Okay.
Yes, 100% agree.
Yeah.
So,
Excellent.
what were we talking about earlier? Oh, we are talking about the meeting.
Oh, and
yesterday.
anybody wants to weigh in on any of this, the phone number to call is 701-6029.
Or you can Facebook My Beautiful Wife.
Yes, you can go to Lake County Magazine Talk Show on Facebook page. You can ask questions there. You can, get on Lake County Magazine page and ask questions. We're monitoring everything.
Yeah, some people are shy about calling in.
Yeah, I know.
Not sure why. And by the way,
I've already had somebody text about the incident with Mr. Brown at the supervisor office, and
yeah.
he says to me, Martin's in an APC meeting. But thank you, he says.
yeah, whatever.
Okay.
So your
Yeah.
your text was.
Yeah, let me get my text.
Thank you.
I wanted to read it word for word.
Okay.
He says, I wonder if Mr. Brown is aware of Penal Code 422 or if Sheriff Martin is aware of said code, threatening bodily harm to someone.
No, that's what I said
I
yesterday.
know.
It's
I don't, it's just the fact that they overlooked that.
a verbal threat
That
is
should have
a
gone
crime.
right to the sheriff
Absolutely.
immediately.
So you can
This
always
bullying needs to be
we can always
stopped.
again contact the sheriff and find out his
I'm not
opinion.
mixing up in that.
Well, you can no fun.
I'm already in enough trouble with him just calling him out.
That's true. That's good.
I'm sorry
Why
to
is
say.
why is my daughter saying I'm dying?
What?
Remember
Oh,
when
she's
I
dying laughing.
yeah?
That's what she
Remember
said.
when I take a chill pill was just a saying? No, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go down that. Sorry,
and now
folks.
people are taking Xanax all the
Yeah, sorry
time,
about
so it's
that.
not a saying anymore.
I love my daughter, but she's a little bit strange on Facebook.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, so
That's why we love her.
yes, we do. She is a good
So,
girl.
unfortunately, Bernie did not win California, which a lot of people really thought would happen. I'm very shocked and surprised about that.
Yeah. By the way, folks, if you missed or can't find all of the results of all of the elections, you can go to our Facebook page, Lake County Magazine, correct?
Yes, we do have
And you
them
can go to
linked up there.
our website, lakecomagazine.com, and in the scrolling marquee below our logo, you'll find all of the results that are pertinent to Lake County and our district. So you can go there in case you want to look at the results. You go local, don't go out of county. So,
Alrighty then.
okay, what else you got?
So, let me see what else I have. Let's see, we talked about the meeting. Did we get into the meeting enough? I'm not sure if
No,
we
not
did.
really.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
Go ahead.
So, we've got 5 minutes.
Yes,
The unless you want to take a break now, and then we'll be ready for Monica at 11.
we could do that.
Let's do that. We'll talk more about the meeting after our discussion with Monica, but this was definitely a this meeting was just a preliminary. I don't want
So-
people to get upset and think they're trying to put something over us, which they probably
They,
are.
yeah.
But we'll just go ahead and say that it was a
Well, there's
preliminary ordinance. Excuse me. Changes.
Want me to take over? You got the music ready?
I'm getting it.
Okay. By the way, folks, as we fade to music, obviously it's not going to be anything I like, probably.
What? It's because of YouTube. We
I
can't
know,
just
I
play
know,
anything
I
we
know.
want, you know?
Anyway, as she's queuing up the music, the San Francisco Giants have a lead of 3 games over the hated rival Los Angeles Dodgers. The Giants are 35-25. The Dodgers are 32-28. Unfortunately, San Francisco's lost 3 games in a row, so they need to get their act together. Hunter Pence is on the DL. He's out for a long time. And so, is that
I
Sydney?
know. He looks like it just got adopted. His name is Oscar.
Oscar and Sydney.
Yeah.
Nice, sir, folks. So anyway, we got music ready? I'm sure the target
I'm all ready for you.
Go for it,
Are
baby.
you done with your
I go for
San
it.
Francisco
You know what? I
stuff?
won't even mention about the Oakland A's who happen to be in last place.
Oh,
so.
no. Let's move on to that.
Yep, let's go into
Okay.
music.
Clan Dyken, reach up to the sky for healing. Yeah, put your healing on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well. All right. Wanna pray for the good things in life. Wanna pray for the good things in life. Pray for the healing and the good holy feeling. Pray for the good things in life. Wanna pray for the sufferers now. Wanna pray for the sufferers right now. Pray for the healing and the good holy feeling. Pray for the sufferers now. Give thanks for the water of life. Give thanks for the water of life. Give thanks for the rain. Give thanks for the pain. Brought me here where I am. Give thanks for the good green smell of the earth. Give thanks for the new blossoms on the trees. Give thanks for the toil, sweet rich soil. Give thanks for the good green smell of the earth.
My mind went numb, my words wouldn't flow, my songs wouldn't come. Some big birds came home to roost and the whole world was stunned when they rocked the big apple down to its foundation. Couldn't see straight, too much smoke was in the air. I couldn't hear clear for the agony and despair. There was metal and concrete and paper floating everywhere. The dust was mixed with flesh and blood, skin and bones and hair. Whammo, bammo, but heard on Uncle Sammo. The Twin Towers weren't the only things that fell. Took a whole lot of illusion down with them as well. On that day, we all stood naked. Fear was so thick you could almost taste it. No class, no credit or cash, and by relief, when things are falling from the sky and crashing to the street, it was a horrible thing. The world changed overnight. So hard to heal, so hard to put right. A grim harvest of souls like the brave ones who rushed in. Meanwhile, the beast could not contain a grin. The nation was reeling like a giant that got stung, groping, off balance, hungry for retaliation. Liquid pain quickly hardened into rage. All the war dogs were let out of the cage. No one was laughing, nothing was funny. Some were counting bodies, some were counting money. I don't pray to the east, don't bow to the west. Just wake up in the morning and I try to do my best to navigate my spirit through this changing reality. If I look a little bit closer, it's kinda hard not to see. For every pumped up flag waving driver of an SUV, there's 100,000 people in a third world country struggling, suffering, families blown apart. The water's bad, food gone, no hope, no heart. Is it just me, or did anyone else catch the irony? The same mindset that nuked the citizens of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Got tanks in the Holy Land, assassins with an iron fist,
Running guns and drugs and torture camps.
pointing fingers at the terrorists. Turn the spotlight to Afghanistan.
Reduce a mountain range to
The
sand.
problem is that they're so poor.
There's nothing left upon the
Meanwhile,
horn
back home, the president,
to keep us free but push the
in the
set.
land of the brave and the home of the free, you're not allowed to disagree. Speak of peace and love, or just ask why. You might get a visit from the FBI. Someday New Yorkers may come to understand they have more in common with the people of Afghanistan than the multinational corporations riding all our backs. What motivated the thinking behind these attacks? In New York, just like Baghdad, they won't forget. Just because it's no longer on their TV set. Missing faces, missing places, human souls with holes that won't stop bleeding. Hungry for the healing that they're needing. Oh, the healing that they're needing. When they all come to see it differently, and when we spit and cuss, if we find we met the enemy, and the enemy is us. Jesus said, Mohammed, won't you come look and see? This world gone crazy. It's an emergency. 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 This world gone crazy. It's an emergency.
All right, it's an emergency. Here's our little baby. This is the third kitty. This is a Siamese, and he is kind of shy. He's not friendly like the other two, but he's a real.
You gonna let him jump?
No, I'm not gonna let him jump. Grab him, will you? He's just not friendly yet. So
Here you go, folks.
this one is available for adoption.
How could you not love the little boy? Look at that. Look at those claws.
Oh, it's a pretty kitty you are. It's okay. We love you. See, he's really loving. He just hasn't learned us yet, so he's a little nervous. He just got his balls cut off.
Ow!
So, exactly. He's like, are you my friend or my enemy? My frenemy. Go
Okay.
ahead, put him down.
He's going to go down.
Good. He
Watch
was
this chair
not
with him.
letting me catch him. That's why I had to wait so long.
He's gone. He's a
And
fast
he's
runner.
gone. All righty then. Oh,
Sorry.
by the way, this is a story I wanted to talk about a long time ago. We're waiting for Monica right now to call in.
There's something else
And,
we can talk about as we have spare time.
Yeah, we always have stuff to talk about, and we still have to get back to the meeting.
Yes.
Anyway, acetaminophen, Tylenol, if you take that to reduce your pain, you may also be decreasing your empathy for both the physical and social aches that other people experience, a new study suggests. By the way, that music was from Clandeichen. It was 911, that last song. Researchers at The Ohio State University found, for example, that when participants who took acetaminophen learned about the misfortunes of others, they thought these individuals experienced less pain and suffering when compared to those who took no painkiller. These findings suggest other people's pain doesn't seem as big a deal to you when you've taken acetaminophen. Okay, so you got fluoride in your toothpaste that is also making you apathetic. And now you have acetamin that's reducing your empathy, so you don't really care what happens to your friends and neighbors. And you don't care about what happens to yourself because you're apathetic. So what are they doing? They're drugging America, folks. It's the most common drug ingredient in the United States, found in more than 600 medicines, according to the Consumer Healthcare Products Association. Each week, 23% of American adults, about 52 million people, use a medicine containing acetaminophen. In an earlier study, other colleagues found that it also blunts positive emotions like joy. This is why people can't be happy. They're taking too many damn drugs. Taken together, the two studies suggest there's a lot we need to learn about one of the most popular over-the-counter drugs in the United States. We don't know why it's having these effects, but it is concerning. It's important to have empathy. If you have an argument with your spouse and you just took acetaminophen, this research suggests you might be less understanding of what you did to hurt your spouse's feelings and less caring if you're brushing your teeth with fluoride.
We don't do that, do we?
No, we don't use fluoride.
No, we just yell at
We
each
brush
other.
our teeth, but we don't use fluoride. Okay, so it's too bad. That's very sad to hear.
Yeah, it is actually.
And it's just another example of how Big Pharma is trying to control people's minds. It is mind control. I'm sorry. They know that these things are doing this, and yet they do nothing about it.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah. So what else is new? Okay, you want to go back to the meeting? Let me
Sure.
see if I can text Monica.
Okay. Anyway, about the meeting.
Okay, go back to the meeting.
Talking about the, yes. Anyway, first of all, if you missed the meeting, it is available on the Lake County website, and you have a trouble finding it. I'm going to put it up on lakecomagazine.com, which I have been tardy in doing recently, but I'm going to start putting the video up on
Yeah,
that.
I'm really sorry, folks. We have just been exhausted, and we lost track of what we were doing.
Yep.
And
Except for my tax
It's
lines.
over now.
Yeah. So we're going to keep updating on that. The meeting is long, but what I'm going to do on each video, especially what I do on our show, is that I place the start time of the interviews, and what I'll do on the Board of Supervisors meeting, I will get past the normal day-to-day business and put the interview times, the subject times, i.e. like this meeting yesterday for the ordinance, we'll put that time on so you can go directly to that part of the meeting so you don't have to sit there for 3 hours going through everything. So I find the conversation over the ad hoc committee recommendations I did find interesting, and I'm going to state how I really feel about it.
Okay,
Doesn't
there was
mean-
a lot of good comments.
No, okay, I'm just talking about the supervisors initially. Jeff Smith barely said anything. He had a couple comments. Jim Comstock, only comment that I remember was saying, well, in his area, his district, everything's brown except for the pot that's very
No,
green.
that was Jeff Smith that said that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought it was.
I thought it was
Oh,
Comstock.
maybe it was Comstock.
Yeah, and I'm like, and your
We're going to post the video up.
yeah, and your point is, so everything else is brown and dry, which can catch fire.
Oh, because they were talking about water use.
Right. So that's okay, fair enough. But I don't know. That seemed like all you had to say is the water use. You didn't have to compare brown to, that's an oxymoron, I think, isn't it? Brown to grass, to green. Ron Green, Rob Brown. Gosh, you laughed at one of my jokes. My God.
that's a really good one.
Two opposites, right?
Oh, Daddy.
Oh. Anyway, and then I said Jeff Smith made one or two basic comments. Wasn't much here, but go back. Jim Steele had some conversation with himself back and forth, and I'm not sure which direction he was going. To be honest with you, he was like, "Yeah, if we can do this, or we can do that, or maybe we can do both, or whatever the case may be." I gotta go look at the video to just kind of find out exactly what he was saying. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. And then we had Anthony Farrington, who was part of the ad hoc committee, along with Brian Martin and some others. No public people were invited.
Well, no citizens,
Thank
no
you.
stakeholders,
Right.
and no one other than politicians and law enforcement.
And the sheriff, right. So Don Anderson was part of that, wasn't he?
And staff.
And
yeah.
staff, right.
But
so,
John Anderson's law enforcement.
Yeah, kind of,
And
sort
a
of.
district attorney is law enforcement.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
He doesn't carry a gun, though.
How do you know?
He's not allowed to.
Who said?
You can't carry a gun as law enforcement. You can only carry
He
a
can
gun
carry a gun if
as
he
a
wants
private
to carry
citizen.
a gun.
Yes.
And he doesn't carry a gun as law enforcement, I'm sure.
And I'm sure, unlike Brown, he doesn't bring it into the courthouse. No comment. So anyway, so I was everyone seemed wishy-washy on the board except for Jim Brown? Rob Brown.
Rob
I'm
Brown,
sorry.
who says if it was up to me, District 5 would have no growing allowed
Right.
whatsoever.
Well, then there goes the economy of which
Living
you don't
in a
have
dream
anyway.
world there, Rob.
Yeah. So,
Sorry.
And they did address the state laws coming into play, and that they had to look at that and look at the licensing at the state level, so they can somewhat copy that at the county level, which I have no problem with. You know, a lot of the cultivators out there actually do want regulation. They do want to be part of the system, and they have no problem doing whatever's required for them to be legal in the county and the state. I think the fees that the county wants to charge, I'm not sure if they're outrageous or not, but if you have an outdoor grow, which you're allowed 10,000 square feet of canopy, canopy.
Canopies.
It's a $3,000 fee per year, and if you have an indoor grow with only 5,000 square feet of canopy, it's double the fees. It's $6,000. So I'm not sure where the equation is, except maybe indoor grows have more potential for fires and accidents and stuff, or there's more code enforcement involved in that. And they say those fees will be adjusted on an annual basis based on the actual cost of enforcement. So if they're issuing 100 licenses, so 100 licenses at $3,000 each, I believe comes up to about $300,000. So if we can't do code enforcement within that budget, then you know the salaries are outrageous and the use of equipment and vehicles are outrageous. So is that a dog or a goat?
Yeah, it's a dog in the middle of the highway.
sorry
This
about
lady's
that.
trying to rescue him.
So that's something that has to be discussed during the public meetings, the Planning Commission. The land use is still agricultural or rural. What's RL? Rural land. Rural land. It does not go.
But it has to be rural land that
Is
touches
adjacent,
ag land
right.
that you own.
Correct.
How many people are going to be able to do that?
So it's a very restrictive zoning ordinance. However, the good news is out in the county area only, not Lake Port or Clear Lake, anyone, unless you're in the community, what do they call it here?
Community development
area, you're allowed your 6 plants without registering, without paying fees, as long as you're conforming to the 100 square foot requirement. Now, can you grow 6 plants in 100 square foot?
No.
Can people?
That's 10 foot by 10 foot. The average canopy of a cannabis plant of a decent size is at least 4 by 4. So do the math.
Right. So, so those are some of the
Very restrictive.
caveats involved in this. And again, I'm going to go back to the abatement procedures. They were all crossed out. So hopefully that means they're going to reconsider them or accept the state guidelines. And I have no problem with the state guidelines because it's fair to both the government and to the citizens. The other part of the ordinance which needs to be looked at more closely is the easements, or the, what do you call them, the fence.
The 200-foot easement off the creek.
Right.
If you have to do it for cannabis, and cannabis is considered an ag plant, as it will be by the state of California in 2017, then they have to give every ag
Including
product
vineyards.
the same setbacks. It's
Right.
not fair, including the vineyards.
Right. Matter of fact, one of the crossouts in the ad hoc committee report was the crossing out of the definition of ag product, and they realized that in California state law that it is going to be an ag product, so they crossed out that it only that cannabis is not an ag product, and they crossed that out. So at least they understand that the state law is going to dictate that it is an ag product. So that's good news there. The other point, if I can remember with my damaged brain, again, we're talking about the restrictions of number of feet from rivers, and I think it was 100 feet from your neighbor. And again, it had to be, the fencing has to be within
1,000 feet from schools,
Right.
which the state only requires 600.
Right. The height fence is between 6 and 8 foot, and all grows, no matter how small or large they may be, has to have the fence requirement. So if you've got a 10,000 foot canopy, you have to have the whole area completely fenced with 6 to 8 foot high. And if you use horse wire fences or chain link fences, you have to have what do you call them, planks in between, so the grow is 100% hidden from everyone.
Fencing.
And you have to have
Sorry.
locked gates. And here, once again, you have to post the information pertaining to your mutual benefit corporation, sometimes known as a co-op, and your recommendations. So once again, even though you have a doctor's recommendation that you're using it for medicinal purposes and you're having someone grow it on your behalf, your private information will still be posted, which I think is outrageous. I understand that posting of a document says that you have a county license and you are adhering at that point in time to all county requirements and state requirements. I can stay cool with. But putting people's names and addresses and other information out there to the public is not cool. And the other point I was trying to make before I lost track of myself is that even though it's a, a quote, county ordinance, the code enforcement people will not be enforcing it. The sheriff's department will be enforcing it, even though
that's
it's
the
not.
thing I don't like.
Even though it's not a criminal.
And the whole thing that Brian was saying is, we can't do our rural land because then it puts us up in the mountains and we don't have the manpower. I said this should not be an issue for law enforcement. This should be an issue for code enforcement.
Right.
It's a code enforcement ordinance. Why is law enforcement getting
Well,
involved?
they're saying that again in the ordinance. It stipulates that besides law enforcement, that government employees who are pertinent to this area, i.e. code enforcement, also can do that. But, there's a big difference here, folks. Unless you got some Uzis and AK-47s and all that good stuff on the property, it's not a criminal offense. It's a code enforcement. And since the sheriff himself says they're short-staffed,
Why
would
put it in
you
the
waste
sheriff's hands?
resources
Right.
on code enforcement
Right.
especially when they're going to raise allegedly $300,000 in revenues off the pot growers? Why can't that be directed to code enforcement?
Right.
But what it's going to do is probably go to the sheriff's department,
right.
which means they're going to hire more people, have
right,
more
right.
vehicles,
And then say they're short-staffed.
right, and probably not even have that much code enforcement.
Well,
effect.
luckily, this is not written into
No,
stone
of course
yet,
not.
so there is room. You could go to the Planning Commission meeting on July 14th. We're going to talk some more about this, but I think we should call Monica.
Okay.
Because she doesn't have a cell phone on here, so.
No, she's up in Cobb. Hopefully she'll get reception.
Oh, that's right. She said she was going to call from Cobb.
Right.
Let's see if this goes to her cell.
So anyway, as we were saying, I will have the video of the supervisor meeting up on our website hopefully this evening if I don't fall asleep. And I advise you to watch it and then get ready to attend all of the meetings to voice your opinion. So here we go, calling. One ringy-dingy.
Two ringy-dingies.
For those who don't know what that is, you're too young. It's called Larsen. They say, what?
Huh?
The Smothers Brothers?
Yeah. She's on the road, so
Yeah.
she'll call in when she can.
Do you think many people out there know about the Larsen?
Yeah, all us old people do. Anybody that's older than 40 probably does.
No, older than 50, I think.
So this is what we need to do in Dominica.
If trees were used,
Wait. It's a new kind of tent that is basically a hammock
oh, cool,
with a tent over it
for living accommodations.
for sleeping in the forest.
Oh, cool. There you go. That would be inexpensive to put up.
Absolutely. Has a micro insect mesh roof,
Yeah, backpackers
UV
would like that.
resistant, waterproof fabric. I mean, that's brilliant.
Yeah, for those who own some recreational land, and they want to generate some income, you can have backpackers or wolves. Is that what they were called? I can't remember. Dear?
What is
Wolves? People who that we hired or were on our property.
Woofers.
Woofers, thank you. Yes.
it? Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
I wonder what they run.
They can't. They're
No, I mean the
fabric and material.
cost of them. Don't give me your bad jokes, please.
Sorry, I take after my dad. I can't help it. So.
It's called Tentsile, and it's
Tent-
a portable living space suspended above the ground by 3 tensioned anchor points. And so you can put them in trees, you can put them over waterfalls, you can put them on the all kinds of places.
Why don't you click on it? Better it goes to their website.
No, it doesn't. It's not their video.
Oh, okay. So it's not
It's a
a
David
click
Wolf
advertising then.
No,
okay.
it's a David Wolf video. He does stuff on sustainability.
Gotcha. All right.
Tent Still Trees, most innovative portable tree houses.
Okay.
$1,000.
$1,000. Well, you know, look at
they're
your
not-
return on your investment.
Yeah.
You got $1,000 and you rent it out for the night for say $25.
Right. I mean, that is a
You
great
say
way.
$25 a night for say 3 nights. That's 75.
Oh,
so
from $450.
that's $350.
The tree tents are $350 to $450.
Oh, you could have cash payback in 3 months.
The tree tents are $350 to $450.
Okay, then you get a cash payback in a month.
I know. That's wonderful.
Cash payback, folks,
What a
is
great
how much
idea.
money you spend and how long it takes for you to recapture your money on your initial
That sounds
investment.
like our next investment. Get some
It's great for camping.
revenue generated down there would be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We can have our neighbor take care of it, right? No, we have
We have
Davidson.
Davidson,
Right.
our caretaker.
Yes.
We have a farm in Dominica for those of you that are not aware.
And those who love nature, it's a great place to go.
Well, let me send Monica a message. We do
Especially if
Facebook
you like to rough it. It's not a tourist attraction per se, but it has beautiful version, rainforest, beautiful mountains. We got boiling lakes.
and we have a freshwater waterfall,
Yes.
3 freshwater springs.
That's
with
where
a
we take our
20-foot waterfall and a swimming pool.
You ever
in it.
take a shower underneath a waterfall, folks, in the middle of the rainforest?
It is
your,
so
your,
wonderful.
your skin and your hair
It's
is
cold,
just.
but it's wonderful.
Well, the summertime's not too bad. Wintertime, on the other hand, you need to wear a wetsuit. That doesn't get you clean. Bum.
Bump.
So, okay, so.
That's how we took our baths down there for years.
Oh, no, we also had that pink tub.
A little pink baby bathtub that we'd stand in
Yeah.
and pour water over ourselves.
Yeah, we get hot water somehow. I'm not quite sure how we ever got hot water. Oh, we boil it. That's right. We boil the water on the stove, put that into the pink bathtub, and we take a shower either standing up or sitting down in this lovely little pink bathtub. But at least we kept clean. Unlike some of our areas. So, anyway.
yeah.
Yep. So, what's coming up this week? Anything? We have any
This-
events or?
This week, let me see what Friday date is. Yeah, there's some stuff. Let me look at my calendar. It's the 11th and 12th this week.
I think it's a kind of quiet week for
And
us.
if I go to my events, I can tell
Let's
you.
talk about the volunteer South County Fire.
Yes, that's what I wanted
Thank
to talk.
you.
It's, I believe, next weekend.
I got it. The ad right here.
Oh, excellent.
Excuse me, folks. My voice is starting to go. The South Lake County Volunteer Firefighter Association is having its 5th annual dinner and auction fundraiser Friday, June 17th, starting at 5 o'clock and going to 10 o'clock, and it's being held at the Twin Pine Event Center. Advance purchases are $30 per person, $50 for a couple, $40 at the door, and no discounts. We've been the last couple of years, and let me tell you, folks, it's a great event. Not only, and I don't normally say this because a lot of fundraisers are for organizations.
Well, let me
that
put
are,
it this way.
Okay, go ahead.
Booze, guns, money, food. What could go wrong?
The only thing that's missing is never mind. Not
What
gonna
could
that.
go
No,
wrong?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
It's a great place.
It's hilarious.
The food is good. The liquor's there. The wines are there. They got 50-50 raffles. They got the live auctions. They got some kind of games to play
A
that
lot
you can
of
win
fun
extra
games
tickets.
with raffles. I mean, it's a fun night. And
it
they don't
really-
even really have a band or anything. It's just food, drink, gambling.
Right. So get some friends together. Go
raising
on down
money for
there.
the South Shore Fire Department,
Yep.
which I'm sorry, they saved a lot of people's lives and a lot of people's homes, so we owe them. So come on out and spend your money.
Okay, they're going to have herb roasted chicken and pesto pasta dinner.
Oh, more pesto.
Well, at least you got something to eat.
It's all I've been eating for 3 days, pesto.
Herb roasted chicken. As long as the chicken is cooked, it's okay.
Yeah.
Dinner tickets to be purchased. You can purchase tickets at the Middletown Fire Department.
If you click on it, it gets bigger.
Oh, does it? No, it doesn't.
It should.
I should, but it's not
You
working.
didn't make it
I
clickable.
didn't make it clickable.
Shame on you.
I know. I'm a bad boy. So anyway, go down to the firefighters in Middletown, or you may call 987-1089, extension number 4. So give it a shot. It really is a great event. I don't, as I said, I normally don't care about some charity fundraising events, but this one's great. It's a lot of fun. They auction off a lot of different weapons, mainly rifles.
Guns.
Guns.
Guns, booze. I mean, what could go wrong?
A lot could go wrong.
Giant
That's all right.
bottles of tequila. I mean,
and
and
Royal Crown and all the
Oh, my
fancy stuff.
gosh.
And these are the big bottles, not the
it's
tiny ones.
just so much fun.
Yeah, it is fun, folks. So I highly recommend getting some friends together, get a table, because it's more fun when you have friends.
Okay, so here's some more upcoming events.
Okay?
If you have not been satisfied with the way your insurance company has handled your claim from the fire, on Sunday at the Middletown Arts Center at 1 p.m., and that's located at the junction of Highway 29 and 175, they're having a free insurance claim review. There's no cost for the review unless they find you some more money. So if you'd like to go, you can go check them out. That's Sunday at 1 p.m. Also coming up, there's a whole bunch of stuff on Saturday and Sunday. The Highlands Senior Center, that's located in Clear Lake, they're having their 4th annual dinner and auction event. And they also have a raffle there. I guess it's to benefit the Clear Lake Police K-9 officers. The Police K-9 unit. So that's what they raise money for that for. So that'll be another great thing. Unfortunately, they don't have any detailed information here as far as what kind of food or anything else. Don't see any other details. But for dinner tickets, raffle tickets, you can contact one of the Clear Lake Police K-9 officers. And, oh, God, somebody just made a gift for us.
Oh,
Phew.
it can't be the puppies.
Uh-uh.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
The Lake County Fire Recovery Blues Benefit number 2A, because number 2 was canceled
Oh,
due
that's
to
right.
rain.
Yeah, that's right.
That's going to be happening at the Eli State Stop and Country Museum, 9921 Soda Bay Road in Kelseyville. Music will be from 3 to 7 p.m. Gates open at 2. They'll have food, wine, beer, crafts, info booths, raffles, and a wine auction. Bring your chairs and sunshades. They'll have hay rides and ATV rides and cart transportation.
So they're going to go from cool, overcast weather to burn your butt in the sun.
Yeah, it's going to be too hot.
Bring sure your umbrellas.
It's $15 cash at the gate. No advance tickets. 12 and under are free. It'll be in an open field line with local craft and food vendors, wine and beer, cold drinks, bake sale, blah, blah, blah. Bring lawn chairs, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. I think I've said everything there needs to go. ADA accommodations are available. And for more information, you can go to Facebook, Lake County Fire Recovery Blues Benefit. Or you can leave a message at 278-7126. Okay, next item. I'm telling you, when it's summertime in Lake County,
They all come out of the
they
woodwork.
all come out of the woodwork. Okay, and then we have, I'm trying to get to the next one, make this quick. Oh, here comes somebody's calling. Hello.
Hi, Terry.
Hey,
Hey,
Monica. How
she
you
made
doing?
it.
Woohoo. Hey.
Sorry it took me so long as far as I really didn't expect so
Oh, no problem, no problem. We got Nils coming up next, but I can send him a text and let him know that to hold off a little bit. But congratulations on your victory. And yes, yes, yes. We really are happy to see that it's you and Moke. I just don't know who, I mean, Boris and Jim were wonderful people, but having you two in the final runoff, I think, was the right choices. And I commend the people of your district for making that choice.
Thank you.
Sure.
I think they did also. I think there were all four of us were highly qualified
Yep.
in various different ways. And I know as I told Moke when he first told me he was running, we gave the voters of District 1 a huge variety of choices.
Yeah, and you know what's great is that what I love, it was such a nicely run campaign. Nobody threw any dirt. Nobody dug up any dirt. And all issues were addressed in a polite and really nice manner. And it just made me so happy to see. It just gave me a lot of faith in our government here.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes, I agree. I think we remained issue-oriented.
Exactly.
Do you know that, excuse me, do you know you won by an overwhelming 8 votes? I'm sorry, that was sarcastic. I didn't mean to be. But seriously, 8, you have,
Again, to the quality of the candidates.
absolutely, absolutely. But we have almost.
But here's the scary thing. I don't think they've done the provisional ballots yet, so that may still change.
Correct. Well, and as I understand that not all the absentee ballots are in either.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they had to be postmarked for yesterday, so they would not have received all of them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, and
The absentee ballots can still come in through, they just had to be postmarked by June 7th.
Exactly.
correct. So it will be interesting. And if you remember last election, it took over 30 days for the registrar's office to certify the election results. So anything's possible.
Right.
Yeah. So
That's-
anyway, I'm going to repeat what Terry said. I thought the campaign and the forums that we attended for District 1 was a breath of fresh air, that you all addressed the issues. You were all very congenial and friendly with each other, and almost to some point laughing and having fun over it, not just this cutthroat, demeaning campaign that some people tend to run. So kudos to you, and I appreciate that everyone being as professional as they were.
How did you feel about the 30% voter turnout?
The voter turnout for the primary election
For this election in Lake County was 30%
overall.
overall. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty good.
Really?
Well, obviously you've been voting here way too long.
The primary election, sad to say, we usually have low voter turnout.
Right.
For primary election.
Right.
And, that's concerning and alarming, but we haven't, that's been pretty consistent for a number of years. And I'd love to see that improve. I'd love to see more participation. And it was actually, alarming to me in some regards in my campaigning as I've gone through this process to even run across some folks that when you either talk to them on the phone or talk to them in person didn't even realize we had a primary election coming up.
Oh no. Oh, sleepwalkers.
So I would love for our community members to be more engaged.
Right. Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? So give people an idea now that it's down to the two of you. What makes you a more votable character for supervisor than Moke? And we asked him the same question, by the way. What do you think gives you the edge over him?
I think I'm representative of a wide range and wide variety of interests and needs. I think I have a strong background, again, in planning, again, for countywide as well as for South Lake County. So I would say that those, that's basically my stronger suit is basically having a wider, more objective concept of the entire community on a variety of different
Okay, fair enough. So, let's see. We need to get people to vote more. So we need to have some more voters registration events, parties, festivals, things like that to get people to come out and at least register, right? Would you be willing to participate in some of those type of events?
Yes, and I have.
Great. Okay. Good, good. I think it's the young people we really need to attract on this thing. They're the missing quotient.
Yeah, if you go to the if you go to the Lake County website, you'll see the breakdown by district of who turned out, the number of registered
Age groups,
voters,
yeah.
age groups, and it's very interesting to dissect, especially if you're a candidate.
Right.
So, and I asked Moke, and the other people have already called in, is now that we're through the primaries, most likely you and Moke are going to be the two individuals in the November election.
Not most likely, definitely.
Well, it depends.
Well, yeah, that's
okay.
true. We
So,
could have whatever these absentee and provisional ballots.
Boris
I
is
guess.
only 50 votes behind Moke, so you
Yeah,
just
so I
don't
guess it could
know.
change,
But
yeah.
anyway, assuming that the two of you are there, are you going to do anything different in your campaign between now and November, or you think that your current campaign logic is going to continue?
Besides coming on our show more often, of course.
Of course. If you're a glutton for punishment.
Right. Yes, I'll try not to schedule any greasy meats on
On Wednesdays, that's right. Hey, Moke's promising us to be here almost every week, so
He's definitely a glutton for punishment.
So I guess I got to keep up with that.
that's right.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest, I would expect that my campaign will change a little bit. As I was just talking to somebody, you know, now I have been campaigning actually since, February of 2015, and then of course the campaign also changed with the fires of 2015. And I would suspect, although I have not planned out exactly, my campaign strategy, but from now until November, we have more of a compact. I would think it's going to be a little bit more compact and intense. As we start, I think we're going to take I think we would all take a little bit of a break right now, and give our communities a break. We, of course, have the fire recovery we still need to focus on and put some energy into. I really don't want to be all about the campaign. I'd like to, see the community here continue on its growth and recovery path after the fire. So I do think that, the campaign will change a little bit. How exactly, I couldn't say.
Right.
So, but my message remains the same. I mean, again, my strong suit is, as I just said, is, kind of being able to reach a very diverse group of people and interests and objectives here. And again, my strength lies in planning and development. That's the reason why I started running to begin with. Is because I see growth and development happening here, and I want it to be done right. I want it to be well managed.
Good.
And to the benefit of the community and our environment and our future.
Well, what did you think? Did you watch the supervisor meeting yesterday about the Crystal Lago development?
I did not.
Okay.
So I was out campaigning, so I was out.
Oh, right. Bad day. And it was your birthday. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, 39 and holding, right?
Right.
Yeah, it was a busy day, but they were discussing Crystal Lago, and there's a lot of concerns with that development and the environmental impact and all that. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. That may still be going on when you come into office.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Yes. And I will, fortunately, our board supervisor meetings are videotaped, so, and I will watch that. As
Great.
That tape is out.
Yeah, it's not in your district.
That, of course, was discussed with changes to Article 72.
You know about that, yes.
Yes. And we never really got to talk about your take on cannabis, but we'll get into that next time you come on the show, because obviously it is an important issue, and we didn't really get a chance to really go into that. We were having too much fun. I wasn't wanting to get serious, but we definitely need to delve into that aspect as well of our community.
Right.
All right, great. Well,
Great. I look forward to it.
Yeah, by the way, if you don't want to go to the Lake County website and try to find your way into all the videos. I will be posting the Board of Supervisors video on our website on a weekly basis.
Yes, the complete one, but that we don't have the complete one on this one, unless you
I
want
will
to.
be
Are you going to
posting
put
it
it up?
tonight, yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's going to put it up tonight, and then of course it is available on Channel 8 every Sunday morning. So.
Yeah, that's no comment. So, yes. So, all right.
Yes. So, lovely. Thank you so much for checking in with us. We'll let you go because I know you got a busy day, and we'll have to get together and set up a date for you to come back on the show.
I look forward to it.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you for talking to me for this morning.
Sure.
Thank you.
Congratulations, and I'm glad you had a good birthday yesterday.
Thank you.
Okay.
Take care.
Appreciate it.
Bye bye.
All right, bye.
Have a good day.
Thanks,
Thank you.
too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okie dokie. Oh, you know
That's
what? I
better.
just realized that mic wasn't up. Hopefully they could hear her through my microphone. Okay, thank you.
The voice from the back.
Should have let me know there, Miss Engineer. I can't hear her.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, so it didn't sound bad. Okay.
All right, so we got Nils.
We're waiting for Nils, and
That's-
what about nothing? No word from Phil.
Heck no, he's
Okay,
probably
he's
out.
working out in the field.
Yeah,
That guy
he's-
works so hard.
Yeah, that or repairing his trucks.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Cheryl did contact him and let him know. So
Yeah, he's probably like, ugh,
he's probably over it.
I don't
now,
need to talk to these guys again.
Right.
Did he bring any of his desserts or any food the other day?
They brought something. Yeah.
No,
the apple
him.
pie.
The apple pocket.
Apple pie.
Okay. Last time he brought that his
You
own
mean when they
homemade-
came over for dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was low impact this time.
Okay. He makes a totally different type of homemade pizza.
Yeah, that pizza was good.
Yeah, it was.
He's a
So,
good cook.
He does have cooking skills. Not bad for a bachelor.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. So
So
anyway, so life goes on. We got about 15
does.
minutes before Nils calls in.
well,
Unless you want to
actually,
text
I
him.
told him to call it at 11:30. Remember?
Okay. Do you have?
So,
can you text message?
Or was it him at noon?
No, him at noon.
Oh shoot! I texted him, but
Anyway, folks, we're in the state of technology in our communication skills. Whoever thunk we'd have a cell phone, no less, a texting capability many years ago. I remember when punch card readers came out. I took that class in high school. How to do punch cards and how computers work.
I worked on punch card machines.
Oh, you are old.
I fixed them.
And then
And then I had a job where I was running insertion machines for integrated circuits, the IC chips, and that was all run on punch card,
yeah.
the original computers.
I had my very first quote laptop was the Osborne computer. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I do remember the Osborne.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, probably had about 100 megabyte hard drive or something, but it was different. And then I had an old terminal. I had a terminal in my office that connected to the main computer in Dallas.
What?
And all I did is go.
That was for American Airlines?
Yeah, yeah, they were pretty advanced.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, they were very
They were
advanced.
very
for
advanced in their
time.
financial. Yep.
Mhm.
So, and then I got my very first PC. It was a Radio Shack model, and I was so proud that I bought it, put it in, created a little home office, and just started dabbling with it, and couldn't do very much with it. Had an orange background.
I remember
I
that.
didn't like the green, so I got the orange.
My first PC was a Radio Shack also.
Yes.
But it was the Radio Shack that was just like a giant keyboard that you connected to your TV.
Oh, my dad had one of those.
Yes.
God, he was so fascinated with
Oh, I loved it. And it had a
Yep.
cassette tape
Yep,
drive.
yep.
And I got all kinds of neat games for the kids. They were all like in their toddler years at
right.
that time. And they started out on computers on that computer back in the 80s.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I just couldn't believe what that thing could do.
That. Right.
You know,
Well, my dad was
as primitive as
yeah, my
it
dad was fascinated. I really am disappointed that he passed before he realized how computers had such an impact on day-to-day things, because he would have just loved it. Unlike my mom, who wants nothing to do with technology, my dad would have just loved the latest technology. He was just enthralled with it. So, and then we finally graduated to different types of computers, of which they are now state-of-the-art. Though 5 years from now, we're going to last it if we had to work with these computers.
Yeah, can
Yeah.
you imagine?
I know, it's a horrible thing. So, anyway, I'd like to know what everyone thinks about this beautiful weather we're having. 95, 100-degree weather, blue skies, high electric bills. Okay, who are you talking to?
Oh, Bob, he doesn't think we should give our opinions, but he's like, Lake County Magazine should be neutral. And I said, well, the magazine is neutral. We haven't done any endorsements
Nope,
for
not
anyone
at
on
all.
the magazine. But on our show, we're going to
Hey.
give our personal opinions.
And just
And I'm
'cause-
sorry, I don't like Donald Trump, Bob.
And if my opinion is
and you
different,
can call in and talk about it.
that's right. Tell him to. My opinion is different than my wife's. I'm going to say so, and she's going to look at me like, "What, really?" Because I'm going to tell you right now, I think Trump's the best presidential candidate we have right now.
Oh, no, you didn't just say that. Aw, Peter.
I'm just joking.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
I know you're Republican at heart.
I'm an old Republican at heart. Fiscal responsibility.
Yeah,
uh,
like Abraham Lincoln Republican.
Constitutional law, no abuse of government.
Exactly.
You know, we've had this conversation about Trump many times.
Yeah,
I still say everything he says.
I think he had great strategy in doing what he's doing, but I don't think he's going to make a good president.
No, I'm just saying his marketing skills is phenomenal. Even the
He's too thin-skinned.
political
Can
reporters.
you imagine somebody pisses him off and he nukes him?
You see that?
I can see him doing
No, I don't. I think that's an exaggeration, and that's another propaganda that Democrats are trying to do against Trump. I don't think. Oh God, they're cute.
that. Sorry, we got three little kittens here if you just joined us.
He is not going to press the button over something. Will he chastise people? Will he not take any crap? Yeah. And I think he's the point that he will rely on his advisors. But he's also going to, if advisor starts giving him crap, he's going to say, shut up and mind your own business, and I'm going to replace you if I have to. He's a business person.
Right,
He doesn't put up with incompetency.
right,
And our whole government is incompetent, so I guess he's going to have a lot of new hires.
right.
So.
Well, let me get on with the current events again.
Fine. Be that way.
Of what's happening this week. There's just
What? Now what?
Bob said he's not going to call in because he doesn't want to start a war.
You got 10 minutes to start a war, dude.
No.
If not, hold off to
Well, we
next
got to
week.
hold off because he could. What's his name could still call in.
Nils.
He may not have gotten my message. Okay, Solar Living Center tomorrow from June 11th to June 12th.
We
They're
have a
having
We have a
an
standoff.
anniversary. I hope that's getting. It's the 20th anniversary of the Solar Living Institute in Hopland, and from June 11th, 11 a.m. to June 12th at 5 p.m. They'll be having a celebration of that. They're hosting 2 days in honor of 20 years of real goods in Hopland. Speakers, music, a time capsule, good food and wine, and beer will be provided for, I'm sure, a cost. Please join us. And P.S. They need volunteers. So how cool is that? Solar Living Institute, a nonprofit organization promoting sustainable living through inspirational environmental education. If you haven't been to their campus, please go there because they have the most wonderful areas and it's the most beautiful place. And they're really innovative, and that's an amazing, amazing place to be. Also, on Sunday at the Solar Living Center, they're having Soul Fest, which is one of my favorite reggae bands, and they're going to be playing with Rising Signs, and that's at 2 p.m. Rising Signs goes on stage, and then Soul Horizon after that. So it's going, I'm sorry, Soul Fest is the name, it's not Soul Horizon. So the band is called, I'm confused. The band is called Rising Signs, and the event is called Soul Fest, and they do it every year up there at the Solar Living Institute. So if you can, go on down there and join them. They have Facebook pages called, one's called Soul Fest, one's called Solar Living Institute 20th Anniversary, and you can cash in on that event this weekend as well. And let me see what else we've got on the list here. Let's see.
You need to raise your chair a bit. I just noticed.
Are you too tall for me?
No. You're
Oh
too
my
short.
gosh, look how short I look.
Yeah, you need to go up.
No, you need to come down.
No. You need to be more visible above the laptop screen.
Yeah, very true.
Thank you.
How's that?
I will tell you when. We have about a 15-second delay, folks.
And we only got like 10 minutes.
Right.
After 3 hours of the show, me being a little short person. I'm really not that short.
No, she's my height.
Okay, let's
Maybe
see.
half inch.
Anderson Marsh State Historic Park, they are going to have a guided nature walk and ranch house tour. And that will be happening on the 11th, which is Saturday at 8:30 a.m. These are always fun events. They continue to hold their monthly guided nature walks. The next walk is going to be at 8:30 p.m. Bring binoculars, sturdy shoes, water, and sun protection. Meet in front of the ranch house at 8:15. Okay, so do you want to go back into do we have need to say anything more about the meeting? We're going to be posting the entire cannabis section of the supervisors meeting up on the website today, right?
It depends.
I can stream it right
Yeah,
in
if you
after
stream
the
it, then
show.
we'll be able to do it.
I hope.
Yeah. By the way, I'm sorry. I'm going to get a little comical again.
Do you have to?
Yeah. Do you ever watch the videos of our own shows?
Very, very rarely.
Do you know that you sit there very still, you're very professional, you just do what you have to do, and I'm just all over the place.
See, I don't see that.
I mean, look, I'm turning around, talking to you.
That's
I have
'cause
more
you're not
facial.
Facebooking people.
I have more facial expressions. You're just like,
I'm Facebooking. I'm communicating.
and I don't.
I don't know. You're not in it as much as I am.
No,
It
I'm not.
keeps
I
me
hate Facebook.
stabilized.
I hate Facebook. But
Yeah.
the point is, I'm more action orientated, while you just sit there and look very professional. Though your hat's covering your eyes, you got to
It
kind of bring
is.
it up a bit more.
All right. And then what else? Wine and watercolors at the Lake County Wine Studio.
Wine and
That's where we went at Upper Lake, and that's going to be with, I believe, Miss Marcy Long's work.
by that new winery.
Wait, substitute teacher Anna Sabalone paint the lovely. Oh, you get to paint this lovely scene of a mermaid at the sea, and another fun session on Sunday. You can try your hand at the same scene, but draw it in colored pencil. And all materials are needed, plus a glass of fine Lake County wine to sip. $40 per person each day. That's an interesting little thing.
You
I
ever
like
seen
that
my
idea- that
autistic
concept?
painting talents?
Yeah, I'm not asking you to go there. Let's see. Nelson
figures.
Family Vineyards Amphitheater is going to have the band DNB, David Nelson Band.
Who are they?
I have no idea.
What type?
Saturday from 1:30 to 7:30 p.m. Nelson Family Vineyards is at 550 Nelson Ranch Road in Ukiah. It is so much fun there. It is the most beautiful place. They have great food. It's always a good time. They're really fun people, so you would definitely enjoy that. Let's see what else I can pull up here, since I don't think he's going to be calling until noon. Heidi, did you leave already? Yeah, she must have left already. Okay.
Assignments.
Farm to Table Dinner Series at Kendall Jackson Wine Estate and Gardens, and that's going to be at Saturday from 5:30 to 8:30. That's at 5007 Fulton Road in Santa Rosa, and they're going to have an open-air feast under the amphitheater of the Sonoma County Night. Immerse yourself in the stunning Kendall Jackson Estate Garden around a shared table hosted by wine experts, chefs, and culinary gardeners.
What day is that?
That's Saturday night.
Oh, not Sunday?
No.
Oh.
Experience the garden transformation, spring, summer, or fall, with a family-style dinner fueled by the day's harvest and the bounty of Sonoma County. So,
I don't like.
I don't
price.
think so. Prices
That
are-
ain't happening, folks.
That's $100 a person, guys.
You know, the problem is
Talk about foo-foo.
the Sonoma and Napa wineries think
foo-foo for
are
us.
too expensive for us poor folk here in Lake County.
Okay, here's something more suitable for us. Feed the Hungry Italian Dinner.
Here we go.
in
Spaghetti
Clear
and
Lake.
meatballs again.
They'll be serving their June dinner on Sunday, June 12th from 3 to 8 p.m. They'll be serving an Italian dinner with sack lunch, dessert, and drink. They will start serving at Dollar Tree at 3 p.m., then move to Redbud Park. They're feeding the homeless.
Oh, okay.
And serve those there. Then finish off at Walmart parking lot. They run off of donations, so if you'd like to donate, please contact Nicole Gentry on Facebook.
Interesting.
Thank you. Yeah,
That is
that's a
interesting.
good event.
Hopefully
Those
this-
guys are doing good feeding people.
Let's hope
God
the weather
bless them.
is not too hot.
God bless them. Okay, Contra Dance at the Ukiah United Methodist Church. That's Saturday at 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Those of you into contra dancing, this will be the last dance until October. Come dance with the broad spectrum of your community. It's fun, easy to learn. Julian and the Upside Sound provide the live music, and the caller is Ken Olcott. Dance begins at 7:30 p.m. and beginner's instruction is from 7 to 7:30. And beginners are always welcome. No partners needed. It's $10 for adults. And for more info, call Mary at 468-5008.
Does that mean it's a singles dance?
Contra dance? No, I'm not. It's like a square dance.
No, I meant singles because single people can come. So maybe it's a matchmaking.
Maybe. I'm not really sure. I just know that it's fun. A lot of people like it. It's kind of like square dancing. Okay. SPCA of Lake County is having their monthly vaccination clinic. This is a free clinic for cats and dogs that need to get their vaccinations, and that's going to be at on Sunday, June 12th, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. over at 8025 Highway 29 in Kelseyville, and that's the regular SPCA. Dr. Moreno from Main Street Vet and Assistant Savannah Mello from Clear Lake Vet will be regularly staffing the clinic. And you can check the website, spcaoflakecounty.com, and Facebook page for updates. Any questions or concern, you can email spcaofclearlake@aol.com. We look forward to, there is a fee. The 4-in-1 vaccination is $20. I thought it was a free clinic. And then rabies, it's not showing up. Let's see more, are $11. Leukemia testing is $28, and dewormer is $5. That's for cats. And dogs, they have a whole bunch of other stuff. You can go to the event page that's called Monthly Vaccination Clinic and get all the rundown on that. They are reduced cost vaccinations.
And wondering why I'm moving around, folks, is I'm just being totally entertained by these kittens.
I'm so glad we're getting some of it on video.
They're stalking each other. They're chewing on stuff they shouldn't be chewing on.
How cute.
Look at this one right here.
The lioness. And she's being stalked by the panther.
No,
okay.
that's not.
The
a white panther.
Okay, another thing that's happening this weekend, there is so much stuff happening this weekend. I'm so happy people are now doing Facebook events. It makes it so easy. Over at Drinks Bar and Grill, that's the new one that opened up, that Andre opened up from Silks, 370 South Main Street, Saturday from 9 to 12. They're going to have rock and roll brought to you by the Kentucky Jugglers, 2 pool tables, late night dining, full dance floor, full bar, audience seating, and all ages until 10 p.m.
You have a menu there?
Probably not.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, my God. Whoever laid that thing
Hey, be
just
nice.
smells so bad. I think it's barbecue.
Oh, it's the smoker and barbecue. You're probably right. Coming through the vent system.
Mm-hmm. No, that's not what I'm smelling, honey. I'm smelling cat poop. What
sorry.
I'm smelling, I said that drinks
gotcha.
is a barbecue.
Gotcha.
I think
Well, that would make sense.
there's something that looks like a menu there.
Good luck reading.
No.
Oh, there we go. No.
That's
all right.
Yeah, I believe it's a barbecue, though.
But
okay.
It's all right. It's
And
a new place in
that's-
town to try
We're
out.
just going to keep rambling till 12 o'clock, and if we can hear from
Nils.
Nils, that would be really nice.
Yeah.
And then, no, the rest of the stuff is out of town. So that's pretty much what's happening around town for everybody. Of course, the Sonoma County Fairgrounds is having their crafts fair on Saturday. But that's pretty much
folks
it.
who come down to Santa Rosa on Sunday, bring their
Come to
chairs,
the baseball game.
bring their picnic lunches, bring their beverage of choice, and come down and watch us play baseball. I mean, you guys want to have this is like a comedy event.
It's well worth the
Come on
laugh.
down, watch a bunch of old farts play baseball to the best of their ability. Watch these guys try to make it even to first base sometimes.
Uh-huh.
And then watch some of us who are somewhat athletic and still in decent shape play ball. It's entertaining, folks. Especially when the umpires make a bad
It's
call.
really entertaining, especially when he falls down on the pitcher mound.
Or have a seizure.
Yeah.
That's
Well, the
even more
seizures
fun.
are not entertaining, but falling down on the pitcher's mound is fun.
Yeah, I haven't done that. My mechanics have been good the last couple games.
Yeah. Well, usually that's a sign that your mechanics are good.
That's true. Very good. That's very true. So, okay.
All right. So
what
if-
can we do to bore these people? some
Oh, I
more?
want to let people know if they're interested in adopting any of these beautiful kittens. There are 2 kittens available right now for adoption. And there's a mama cat looking for a farm or a ranch, a barn cat, or she could be a house cat too, but she just is used to being outdoors. But she's friendly and she's a beautiful.
And
Well,
she's
just got her surgery yesterday, so I'm not going to let her out today. But she is a lovely, like a tabby calico mix. She's real pretty.
What
and
are we
really
going to do
sweet.
about Cinder? Are we going to?
I don't know. Cinderella needs a home. We need to get her rehomed too.
She's going outside very well now.
But she's intimidating
wandering.
our colony, our cat colony.
Oh God.
They're going to be into everything.
We're being overrun with kittens doing it. Whatever.
Okay, so if you go to our animal assist and rescue page and see the post out there about Cinderella, I'd like you to read her story. She was a fire cat from Anderson Springs. The people that used to feed her, she was a semi-feral, they can no longer take care of her, and she needs to have a good home. She would be a great indoor-outdoor cat. Originally, I wanted her to just stay indoor, but she has so much joy going outside. This cat is a completely different cat since we started letting her out.
Yeah, she actually lets me pet her now.
She's still a little PTSD. She might swat at you once in a while, but most of the time she's calm and happy, and as long as she's getting outside, she's fine. So we'd really love to find a home for her. And you can see pictures of her and the other kittens that we got here we'll try to get those posted up on the Animal System Rescue page. And again, we've got a link for PayPal there. We sure could use some help with cat litter and cat food because these guys poop and eat a lot.
Shy Guy woke up and just saw the kittens.
Uh-oh. Hey, Shy Guy.
He's like, oh, my God.
No, he had to have seen him before because he was down here earlier.
He just went back to sleep.
Yeah, he's not worried about the kittens.
No. Shy Guy is the biggest cat that's not fat that I've ever seen in my life.
He's a beautiful boy, and he's not going anywhere.
If you guys need some dusting in your house, I'll just loan
Him
you.
and Handsome Jack. Oh,
What?
wait. There was a rumor that Richard Simmons was really ill,
Oh.
and then they were saying that he was transitioning into a woman,
Oh, God.
and now they're saying that he's not transitioning into a woman and he deserves privacy. There was also rumors that he was being held captive by his caretakers.
Oh, Lord.
So
That's
I don't
true.
know.
I remember
he's
that
having a lot of problems. God bless him, and let's give him our prayers.
And Joyner, isn't he now thinking twice about what he did to himself? Or she did to himself?
Yeah,
or
not Joyner, but Chris Jensen. Or John, wait,
No.
what's his name?
His name was Joyner.
No, it was not Joyner, dear.
He won the decathlon.
His name is not Joyner. That was an African-American woman who won the Olympics.
Before she got kicked out for drugs.
Right.
Yeah.
That was someone different. Anyway, Caitlin Jennings.
Jennings. No, not Jennings.
Yes.
No.
Yes,
No.
Chris Jennings and Bruce Jennings.
No.
Yes, that's his name.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to look it up
Now
right
his name's
now.
Caitlin, and the rumor is he's not very happy about his sex change. So I know I'm right.
I know you're not.
Jenner. Bruce
Jenner.
Jenner.
Right, Bruce Jenner. That's right.
what I said. You said Joyner.
Whatever.
I said Jennings.
Joyner, Jenner's, one letter
Either
difference.
way, it's that guy that changed into a woman, okay?
Who now wants to go back to a man. How do you do that? Do you grow it back? Never mind. I don't want to get crude.
Yes. So
All right, it's almost 5 after 12.
It is. Well,
I
I
have-
don't know. I'm not getting any
I have
calls
things
coming
to do.
in. I don't know what's up with Mr. Well, maybe he's not really into talking about
Nah,
things right now.
maybe
And that's
not.
okay, too,
Yeah.
you know. But I want to give him props for getting 10% of the vote on a statewide election.
No, I absolutely.
I think that was wonderful, wonderful news to see.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but and then some people may have said none of the above, so they chose Nils. And I'm not meaning that in a derogatory way.
no. A
lot of people
you know,
get
he was
tired
up
of this.
against a megalith, let's
Yeah.
face it.
Winery
Mike
owner.
Thompson is huge. He's got all kinds of support from the wine industry.
Big money in the coffers.
Yep. And, Nils was going on the platform of the man of the people.
Yep.
And he is.
It's hard to
he
get-
was definitely working from a very small budget and
It's
everything
hard to
else.
get rid of someone that's a life politician.
Yes,
Hi, Shy Guy.
it is.
So,
Just looking to see if I can grab any of these guys quickly
No,
and
that's
before
all right.
we go. Anyway, Heidi
go.
had to go because she had an appointment at 12, so we're going to have to shut down ourselves.
I think people have had enough of us today. I've had enough of me
I
today.
think so, yeah, because I texted him and asked him to call it at 11:45, and he didn't
Nah,
either. So
let's just forget
he's
it.
had 20 minutes now to respond, and
Yep.
5 minutes after noon. So, alrighty. So,
So much.
anyway, it's 4 minutes after noon.
Let's go.
So I want to thank you all for joining us today. I'm Terri Larsen.
And Pete the Tax Guy.
And this is Lake County Magazine, and hopefully you're going to be hearing a lot more from us in the future as we get ready to transition into our new studios and our new building over on Lake Street. It's the old Rebecca's Lodge building. We're very excited about that.
Yeah, if we
So
ever
hopefully by the end of this month, beginning of next month, we'll be in there and we'll be having new studios, new programming, and lots of new fun and adventure for everybody.
And hopefully the financial institution will get their act together. And
Yeah, it'd be really nice if we could get our loan closed,
I'm
you know.
going to email
It's
it
ridiculous.
immediately.
All right. So thanks again for joining us, and we're going to go out with some music from, who is it from? Oh, Lydia Pence. This is for you, dear.
Okay.
It's Lydia Pence and Live Blood and some rock and roll to end out our day. This one is called, I can't, wait. I can't take it.
I can't
and
take
don't
it
give a
anymore.
damn. That's right. So thanks again for joining us, and we'll catch up with you all next week. Peace out.